the second to last episode of Moonshine Nights. Excited to see what kind of buffoonery our kindred get into tonight. But before we do that, I want to quickly acknowledge that I am streaming from the traditional stolen lands of the Neo Kaskaskia, which I use a colon and Kikapo people. Elliot, do you want to do yours if you're ready?
Yeah, I'm currently streaming from the traditional and unceded lands of the Alone people.
Sean?
Yes, I am Sean. You can find me all across the internet at Help Action Needed. I am streaming from the traditional unceded lands of the Peoria and Potawatomi tribes.
And Lee.
Shit,
you can read.
I can't spell. Fuck. I was trying to type quickly. Hello. I exist on the stolen lands of the Twasagualati and the Cherokee East.
Love it. You know what? I completely forgot to write down the other, Chicago area tribes. So that is my bad. But
I can't believe you would do this in front of my salad.
Listen, I have the ADHD. Okay.
No me
Weird.
mine.
I don't know why my mic hates me so much. Anyway.
The robots, man.
Who knows? Who knows?
Do you want me to say mine?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. As I exist on the land of Cherokee, Osage, Shawnee, and Eastern Shawnee and Shawnee tribe.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, and as always, native-land.ca. Also, Lee, fuck you. I just saw the player.
What did I do? I haven't even done nothing yet. I just got here. Thank you. I can't spell.
Oh, I didn't even notice, to be honest. Anyway,
I don't think that's how you spell that. I could be wrong.
No, there's another V.
Okay. I was like, wait.
Human Sean, you're
muted.
I'm just saying you both missed the same V in there.
I didn't want Lee to feel left out, so I just copied what Lee said. I knew there was another V.
Listen, it'd be like that. I never said I could read nor spell.
This is fair.
Taylor, shut the hell your mouth. Mind your goddamn business.
It's okay. The stream knows. The stream has seen and heard things.
I'm gonna need all of them to also shut the hell their mouth.
Everyone at home. Anyway, who has a quick recap of last time, our shenanery? Because a lot happened, but also not a lot.
I think we were productive.
I mean, I said a lot, but not a lot.
Clarence and Jordan came up with a whole plan that definitely has gone perfectly well every step of the way.
I feel like them two coming up with a plan is like the two brain cells being like, yeah, we can totally make toast in the bathtub with water in it.
We can also, to be fair, the plan was how to get inside and upset Jordan's ex, which did happen. No part of our plan went wrong, to make it clear.
Now we're here. That's the plan gone wrong.
It's fine. I see no problem here. There's also, some conversations with the sires and with, I guess not really a mentor. I forgot to look at what the chantry leader's name is, but or their position title, but your Tremere sort of pseudo mentor person.
I don't remember either. We'll call him a mentor.
The head nerd.
The head nerd, yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot of shenanery, especially with Abe and Ezekiel. It's fine. It's tormentingly. Yeah, and then you got to the club, to Club Euphoria, made your way in, and were being confronted as we left off. So, as the four of you have made your way into this club, it was very, very busy. A lot of music going on. There was a man on a small stage just playing a guitar. Kind of a older black man with his hair like pulled back, just playing this like really beat up. It looks older than dirt guitar, just playing some like very simple but powerful blues. Uh, I think probably somewhere you might have heard, if you were listening, the name Skinny Fingers as the performer's name. Yes, Lee, that's Skinny.
Did you say skinny fingers or am I losing my mind?
Yeah, Skinny,
Okay.
like the other Skinny.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
had to confirm. It's your boys,
Mhm.
Skinny Fingers.
Listen. But as soon as y'all are clocked, the music stops and everyone is staring at us,
Damn.
who
Damn it, Clarence.
clearly do not look quite like the others here. A little more pale, dead looking.
I prefer to think that Sean has more of a waxy sort of skin looking, embalming a little, vibe.
Not embalming, hello. This is a Wendy's drive-thru. I just wanted a Frosty.
I think if the music has stopped, everyone's looking at us. Sean will, in a way that is much more capable than I am, just kind of play it cool and be like, I thought we were just here to have a good time, listen to some music and dance.
I blame Clarence. Internally, I am blaming Clarence. I want to make that very clear.
Only internally?
I feel like saying it externally is going to make Sean look at Abe, and Abe's going to be like,
That's fair. Does anyone see anything?
Well, the last thing that happened last time was I simply made eye contact with a bartender and had a gun pulled on me, correct? Okay.
So we're all just
Is
everyone pointing guns, or is it just the bartender?
Just the bartender, and there was something to the effect of like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Hold on, your voice disappeared. The robots ate it. Repeat, please.
You didn't need to hear me. It's fine. It's overrated.
Oh damn! All right. And then I started blasting them.
As one does. No, it's just the bartender, and it was something to the effect of like, "Why the fuck are you here?"
Okay.
Should have never come here.
I just kind of I just look at Sean, I look at Jordan, and then I glare at Clarence, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Where are my dice? I feel like I'm gonna need to roll something here in a second.
Roll.
Oh, they're over there. Fuck.
Roll.
I don't see no reason why we shouldn't be allowed to hang out here, right?
Yeah, we was invited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, it would be pretty strange if you had a reason to be upset with us.
Spreading our patronage, exactly.
You say to the person with the eye patch who you stabbed in the eye.
Oh, I know, but if they are saying that to me, they need to admit they tried to murder us on the road. So they can only bring up their problems.
Do they though?
I mean, yes.
Yes.
That's how crime works. You have to admit.
Crime.
Yes, Lee.
My desire to pistol whip the bartender is real thick in my bones right now. Just bites. Again, if I start a fight, there have to be no witnesses, and that is the problem. I am the only combat heavy character. I have to be mindful of you motherfuckers.
Hey, I have some strength and dexterity and stamina, so
yeah. So you might be able to like titty backflip your way out of the situation, but like Clarence and Sean
I have firearm.
Okay, yeah, so you're just gonna be like Bayonetta, leg in the air, fucking nipple over here, fucking other leg over here. You're like, and I was blasting
Bayonetta.
We stand Bayonetta, like, on to God.
Correct.
Did you like that comparison? Did you like that?
I stand.
You
It's
stand?
a great
I
image.
stand. It was amazing.
all while she's trying to promote her own speakeasy.
Yes.
Listen, shit.
Yeah, come on
I mean,
over. You can have this.
You gotta hustle, right? Like,
Respect
Gots
the
to.
hustle.
So that's my dilemma. I'm heavily debating just starting combat right now because I'm bruja. Did y'all expect me to talk for long periods of time?
No, that's what we're here for.
That's
I
what
know,
we're
but
doing.
it's clearly not working.
Yeah, does the bartender, if we're like trying to play it off cool, what does the bartender?
play it off cool, and yet you're all like glaring at each other.
I feel like Abe has a
Sean's not.
permanent glare at Clarence. I feel like that is not abnormal.
Yeah.
And I don't think Clarence has looked back at Abe.
Yeah, I feel like it's unrequited glaring at this point.
Yeah. I think Jordan would still be like side by side with Clarence. Sean is
Mhm.
somewhere in the mix, and then Abe behind us.
Yeah, I feel like Abe is trying to disappear into the crowd like as best as he can.
Oh, they
don't-
definitely will not let you do that.
Yeah, no, I figured. But I feel like if Abe really wanted to and just smash someone's face into a table, be like, you better move or I'm gonna make you move.
That does not.
I know it doesn't
Yeah.
help, but like
It's the
you see my
opposite.
dilemma. I am built for combat. Y'all are supposed to do the talking, and it's not working.
Do you have someone higher up you could have us go talk to if you're too afraid to serve us a few drinks?
Clarence's last name Karen.
No, it's
Damn.
Paul.
Just wants to talk to the manager.
Hey, it's not my fault the bartender's too scared.
So the bartender just glares at you and says, "You know what you did."
Oh, I don't
Get the fuck out.
recall.
Obviously, we don't.
It's hard to tell people in night. Maybe you got us confused with someone else.
No. My vision may not be what it used to be back when
Oh.
I had both
You mean
keepers, but
last night? Used to be?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
honestly surprised you're working your shift. They must really not value you here if the next day you got to be back behind the bar.
and as you say that, you see that their hand goes up to cock the gun.
Okay,
Oh.
I guess we're starting. I look at Sean. I am looking at Sean for approval.
I think Sean's gonna try one last ditch, effort here. And I'll say above the board, I don't necessarily expect this to work, but I feel like he'll try, which is I'm gonna use my
Oh my lord.
mesmerize ability.
Okay.
So I need to roll. Okay, so it's the vampire can issue complex commands to a victim as long as they have the subject's gaze and relative quiet. You said the music stopped.
Yeah, it is relatively quiet.
Okay,
currently.
so it is my manipulation and dominate versus their intelligence resolve. So
Okay.
oh, I don't like that response, but okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
What could go wrong?
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how you're looking. I don't.
Yeah, I don't like that reaction from Raid either, but I've already.
I
used
got
roll.
6 successes. So.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, that's a lot.
I don't suppose you would say that my 3 successes would be enough.
Oh my lord.
You know what? I will remind you if you have willpower to burn.
You know what?
can.
Let's burn willpower because I think it's funnier that way. Okay, unfortunately, I only got 2 more successes, so I
Damn.
would have had to roll a perfect all the way through. But we'll take the L on that. That's okay.
or
So-
some crits.
Or some crits, which didn't happen. Yeah, so I think Sean kind of leans against the bar and tries to be like, you don't need to do that. You should just take us to go talk to whoever is above you, and is trying to use his powers, and it just doesn't work. And I think as soon as Sean realizes it doesn't work, I think probably would be like, oh, we tried Abe, and he's gonna just
Oh,
duck.
I'm ready. Okay, yay. Thanks.
So
I
I will say, before we do that,
Okay.
Sean, you do notice you can kind of feel your powers sort of like trying to reach out almost to manipulate. Uh, you've never felt this before, but you almost feel like your powers are being used against you. Like to the
Okay.
point where you almost are not sure that this is the right move.
So in that case, like Sean's like, well, that's not good. All right, aim, and then ducks under the bar.
I love how I'm direct and indirect attack dog. Let me get all my
And
pretty dice out.
before you get to
No, you're fine. Do your thing. I'm
Oh
collecting.
yeah, I'm gonna get shot. That's fine. Just yeah.
No, well, we'll see. We'll see.
You've seen my
So-
stats.
Listen, if I can prevent him from getting shot, I will sacrifice my left kidney.
Got that in verbal contract now.
Bold of you to us. What if I just didn't have a left kidney? What would you do?
I
What
was
would you
gonna
fucking
say,
do?
do we need our
What would I do with a
kidneys?
kidney? What would I do with a
Yeah.
kidney?
Honestly, depending on where you sell it at, for legal reasons, this is a joke. You could pay off some of your student debt because you probably have it.
That's true. I just acquired more. I'm in school right now, so
Damn. Rest in peace. Rest in
know,
pepperoni,
yeah.
my guy.
I was gonna say not even pepperoni, just peas. We've given up.
Damn. Rest in sausage. Like the fuck.
But no, Sean, before you duck down, you get just a glimpse. You see the glamour over this person briefly fade. And only you see this. No one else can see through that. Maybe it's because of the effects of like your discipline versus their powers. But you see green skin. You see that they are much larger than they look. And probably because it's a common enough thing in a lot of mythology, you've probably heard of like trolls, for example. That's the vibe you
Yay!
get. And as you are ducking down, waiting for Abe to do Abe's thing, you hear the door is still open. You can see that the bouncer is like standing in the doorway, waiting to see what goes down. You can all hear engine sounds, like
We can hear what?
smaller engine.
Oh,
Engine
okay.
sounds. Yeah, like smaller engine, like maybe a motorcycle or six.
What I feel like Sable is about to be involved very quickly and very recklessly.
We want him here. Don't worry.
Hopefully it's him and not
Don't.
someone
If
else.
you're hurting my son right now, me and you got beef.
So you notice that they seem to be maybe circling the block because you get like that Doppler effect of like the engine sound driving by, and then they kind of fade away, and then they come back louder. And after a couple of times, everyone's probably a little bit on edge because that's unexpected and unusual. Eventually, they get very loud, like they are pulling up just outside, and all six of them stop.
I don't like where this is going. Make it stop. Hello.
Also,
Whatever
what
you're-
kind of real estate market we have that a bar can afford a standalone building in Chicago, even in the 20s? There's no way
No,
this isn't
they're
like
circling the
part of a
block. They're
strip.
circling the block.
Okay. Okay, I thought you meant the building. Like, where are we at? Yeah. This is some rich people bar. We can't be here. We can't afford this place.
That leprechaun gold, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
For legal.
For legal reasons.
Mhm.
This is a joke. The leprechauns are just not paying taxes. I don't care who the IRS is. They're not paying taxes.
And you see the bartender sort of whisper to some of the other people nearby. And a couple of people go out the door, and pretty quickly you hear the sounds of a fight. And then silence. You see that the bouncer runs back inside and shuts the door quickly.
Oh hell no. No. I want to be nosy. I'm about to be that neighbor that's vacuuming the balcony. Free me. Release me. Is there a
And
window? Can I
you can
look
go
out of
wherever
the
you want to
window?
go. There is
Is
no
there-
window. You guys are
Damn, okay.
definitely like down in the basement.
Okay. I wanna go look. I wanna be nosy.
Open the door.
Yeah. Oh shit, my dice.
Yeah. You might need those. You see 6 figures in like leather jackets and jeans, beating the absolute shit out of the 2 people who went outside, like kicking them on the ground, hitting them with tire irons.
Not the fucking tire irons. What is this GTA? Oh my god.
It's the 1920s
Gonna take his fucking
in
kneecap.
Chicago. In Chicago.
Is it too dark to see who the figures are?
It's strange. Like you can sort of see their faces, but they don't look quite fully human. You see, you're not sure if you're just like tripping or what, but you are pretty sure that you see whiskers and like buck teeth, rat-like ears, long tail.
This is delightful to me, Elliot, and I think Sean's going to follow at a distance, still like, but behind Abe, and just be like, "What's happening out there?"
One of them has a very solid left hook. Ooh, tire iron. Hey Jordan, you said your ex's name was like Timothy or something, right?
Yes.
He just got beat the fuck out of with a tire iron.
No,
Word.
he's inside. He ran.
Oh, never mind. That's somebody else.
Your
They all
ex
look
is a
the same.
coward.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
These bouncers
worse.
here stinks.
There's
Yeah.
2 people being beat with a tire iron. There's somebody with bat ears and kind of a tail. I want his
Oh,
leather
no.
jacket.
Not bat with a B, rat with an R.
Oh, R, excuse me. There's people with
The-
rat ears, a tire iron, and I want that leather jacket expeditiously.
Oh my.
It's nice leather. I can tell by looking at it.
No, I'm not worried about the leather. I'm just saying, oh my, about the rat tail.
But not the tire iron? Not hello.
It's Chicago in the 1920s. That's normal.
It's like that's
Yeah,
normal.
that's
feel
commonplace.
I feel
It's
like
Tuesday
Abe just
night.
does not really use like tire irons like melee weapons. I feel like it is either fist, guns, or teeth. I don't think I think Abe's picked up a bat once and was like, well, this broke. Anyways.
The Freudian slip of calling Abe babe.
Listen, it'd be like that. He is Babe. Look at him.
That's fair. I've seen.
Baby.
I
You
know.
silly.
Does this description of people with rat ears and like tails and stuff match anything that Sean would know? Because he does read a lot and study vampire
Yeah.
stuff.
Give me an intelligence and a cult roll, or wits and a cult.
Could I argue academics?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna do intelligence.
because that is more like traditional academics.
Sure.
I can promise you that none of the supernatural stuff shows up in scholarly peer-reviewed journals.
Why not?
I think they just need to add more peer-reviewed
Would-
journals.
Would I recognize them since I have like weird shady connections that we're not going to talk about?
You know what?
Please.
Maybe.
Yes, please, because I only got
Please.
1 success. So
what? You have connections, right? That's your actual. merit?
Yeah, I have. That's why I have enemies.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I have side hustling, so I have like connections.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah. You don't know anything about the rat stuff. That's unusual. But you do notice on the back of one of the jackets, much in the fashion of like the biker emblem that biker gangs will often have. You see that they have basically like a fireball,
Mhm.
and you see the text says Pyro Posse.
Pyro possums?
Posse.
Posse. Okay. I was like, damn, rats and possums? That's wicked word, because I don't think that's the same like animal group like that.
I mean,
Ah.
they do look a little bit alike sometimes.
I was like, damn, somebody committed a racism against possums.
Not the rats,
Just the possums. Listen, they're little and they're baby and they got little pouches.
It's true.
Are they still beating the shit out of these people with tire irons and shit?
No, the people look pretty dead at this point.
Do I know anything about the Pyro Posse?
Not a lot. You've definitely heard the name. They are known, especially in this neighborhood, for destroying property. You've heard rumors that it's related to the up and coming gentrification of Pine Street.
Okay.
The efforts to turn it into the future Gold Coast.
Okay. Now I have the desire to call them pyropossums, and I know that's not what they're called, but it is stuck in my brain now. The
Yeah.
pyroposse, are they just still like lingering around, or did they ride off already?
Oh no, they have not ridden off.
Okay.
After they have finished murdering these two, you see they go over to their bikes. At least a couple of them do, sort of like digging in their saddlebags. And I won't make you roll for this. You can distinctly hear the flick and click of a lighter.
Oh, so they about to set this whole bitch ablaze. Okay. I'm.
That's not our problem.
I mean, yes. This
But
is
we're
the
in
second
the
time.
building.
Yeah, this is the second time we've been indirectly involved with fire.
Both times Jordan and I's fault.
So
Weird that it happened twice.
it's if I had a nickel, I kind of look at Sean and I'm like, so this is definitely just more gang activity than anything over a street. Nothing necessarily to do with us per se. But I do believe, if my delinquent eyes do not deceive me, they're about to set this bitch ablaze, if not those people. I don't know why you would set the dead bodies on fire. That's kind of pointless. But something's about to be set on fire.
Well, it depends on
So they
the
don't come back.
species.
Can I approach the pyro? Can I just walk up to them?
So, as you start to walk out of this door, you see two of them holding bottles that are aflame. You see that they have like
Molotovs, delicious.
Yeah. And you see that they are like baseball pitcher style, just like rearing back, about to launch them.
Just catch him, Abe. It's fine.
I know.
See, I think we should let them set the place on fire because that would solve our problem.
Yeah, but I want y'all out first. I want everyone out first.
Yeah, there is
that
a
I care about.
Vampires and fire don't mix. It is actually incredibly terrifying to you because that is one of the things that can very easily kill you, and you risk frenzy with large fire.
Is there a back door?
You don't know. You've never been in here.
Okay, so am I outside, or am I like?
You have just stepped outside.
Okay,
I have Jordan following Abe behind.
Okay, how far are they away with the cocktails? Like you said, they were baseball throwing.
Maybe 20 feet.
All right, you know what?
Is anything you have to do about to be physical?
Probably.
If you ask something else. real quick.
I was gonna see if I could fluent swiftness up to them to take the cocktails. So that at least they can't burn us alive. I don't really care if they burn the establishment. I just don't want to be roasted alive.
Yeah.
So I want to help by using Eyes of Serpents.
Ooh,
That's a
delicious.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody going nowhere.
Mhm.
You would have to get their attention because they're not currently looking at you, but that's probably easy enough to do.
I mean, you could throw a rock at them. That'll get their attention.
Yeah.
You could also just use words. That's an option too.
But rock. Rocks.
You got me there.
Sorry, what did you say? Your voice went away.
Oh, weird. No, I was saying you could also use words too. Like
Yeah.
you don't.
Jordan's
you don't
gonna be
have
like-
to throw a rock.
Jordan be like, hey, out loud.
Like, hey yo. Hey, my
Hey! That's a lot of noise.
So some of them look at you. The ones throwing the Molotovs continue with their arc, and the two bottles smash against the side of the building.
All right. You know what? I still want to see if you'll let me fluent swiftness before they hit the building. Like, I don't want to be roasted alive. I don't really care necessarily about the building, but I am near
To be
this bitch.
fair, to be fair, you are outside. Jordan is now outside. The other two are not far behind.
Can I? Okay, so but now they've thrown cocktails at my friends and Clarence.
Technically at the building, but sure.
Close enough.
I would like to get outside, please. I
I
would like.
would
To,
like,
I have a well. I have a feature called Luck of the Devil that once per session I can make somebody else take what should be Clarence's problem. I want to essentially just phase shift with one of the people waiting in line that an innocent is now trapped in this burning building and Clarence is just outside.
That is hilarious ability, by the way.
That's
Oh,
so.
I know. Yeah.
I was gonna say there's probably not anyone waiting in line, but just because of the bit, I will allow it. 'Cause you know what? There's one person who's like, I've always wanted to get into Euphoria so bad that I will wait, and if it doesn't burn down, maybe I'll get in.
Yeah.
They're in.
Yeah. It took me 4 dots, but I thought this will be helpful at some point, and it seems really funny. And I haven't used it yet, but hey, someone else will always take the fall for your missteps, as long as there's someone available to take the blame.
This also feels so in character for Clarence.
Oh,
yeah, so
Took it.
real.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
kind of like Abe was about to do with trying to go and snatch these bottles out of the air. Instead, Clarence grabs this random dude. It's like, here you go, inside this now burning building.
So I was gonna say for Sean, I think that he is also going to make his way out of the building. But I think so. He has 3 grenades on him right now. He gave me 3 grenades. I think I am
Yeah,
going to unpin one, throw it behind me, and then run out of the building, not looking back. And I'm gonna just, as I'm running out of the building, it's not graceful, by the way. This vampire, not graceful. And he's gonna be like, "We gotta go. More than you think. We gotta go."
Oh my
Why stop
god.
at 1? You could throw 3 at a time.
I want to keep the others just in case.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god. I feel like Abe is just moved out of the way as watching Sean just tumble out of the building, and it's just well, Clarence did a thing, and I just look at Jordan are you doing a thing?
Is the possums leaving?
The posse is not leaving. So the two that have thrown their Molotovs are pulling out guns. The others all seem to have.
Oh my god.
guns
Okay.
in hand.
Absolutely not.
Hold on. So, Sean, you throw this grenade behind you. As you are running out, you hear something fly from inside past your ear, and you see as the grenade has been hit like a baseball, just Babe Ruth style, right out this door. They called their shot right out the door, and it lands in the middle of the Pyro Posse.
That's why you should have thrown 3.
It bounces, settles, and then explodes. And you see these 6 motorcycles are absolutely destroyed. But you do notice some of them survived this direct explosion. They look pretty hurt, but you see like one of them is now missing most of an arm, and you see that arm is starting to grow back.
Well, might as well kill them while they're down, right?
Save one.
I think at this point, there's no way we're gonna get. Yeah. I think we just unleash Abe. Sean goes to hide somewhere and lets Abe do the rest of the work. Sean knows what he's good at. It's not this.
I'll pick up my sword that's leaning against the exterior of the building, complete the ensemble once more.
It's very warm.
Yeah.
The tassel goes with my belt or whatever.
Would it
Shoes.
would it be bad that I just picked it up, but I could also just slide it right under the door handle so they can't get out? What was did we have an objective here? Was it get information or was it kill the people that we don't
No,
like?
it was to clean up the. Oh, I thought it was to clean up the loose ends from getting attacked the other day.
Okay. So to say, Jordan and Clarence had a really bad personal side objective that has clouded human Sean's mind of what the actual objective was.
I was like, Jordan talked to her sires. It was gonna grab information from the Fae. So that was like gonna be her mission.
Okay. In that case, I won't seal the door shut behind us.
You can shield the door like if you want to. Jordan's gonna kidnap one of the possums.
Okay, if you
I love how that's just the collective now.
Clarence will put his will put the sword through I'm imagining it's a pole door and just make one of those oop, can't pull the door open sort of things. Because in game Sean said clean up loose ends, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Samuel.
Yeah.
Who's Samuel? Who knows?
I thought it was Tyler.
I was like,
I thought it was Timothy.
Charlemagne?
Gordon Ramsay? Where are we?
So, Abe, I will let you act in just a second. But Clarence, you slide the sword in very quickly, trying to block this door. And a moment or so later, your sword is snapped in half as the door is burst open, splinters into, as you see the barkeeper charges through, now looking a lot less human. Not fully troll, but looking a little bit more monstrous.
You realize you broke a very valuable sword. And ruined my ensemble for the evening. We will need to... Oh, you're lucky. That sword's the one that took your eye. It's like you got your own little redemption for a moment. I can't wait to watch you burn, too.
Human Sean.
Abe.
Please give me a dexterity and athletics.
Rest in peace.
Clarence is saying all of this?
Oh, yeah. Clarence is a dick.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell y'all that. Y'all
did.
It was dexterity and what, storyteller?
Athletics.
Okay. So I got 2 dots, and I'm currently at hunger level 2, so I roll 4, right?
No. You rolled 2, and they're both hunger.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice.
Nothing could go wrong here.
I disagree.
Did bad. I got a 1 and a 5.
Oh my lord.
So you got no successes.
Correct.
Clarence.
That's me.
You get a fist to the face, and then immediately followed by the top of your head being palmed like a basketball player palming a basketball. And you are lifted up and just glared at before being thrown back down.
Oh, hell no.
Is it hard to focus on me, and that's why I had to lift up, or even now in double vision?
You say with your 2 superficial damage.
With you said how much?
2 superficial damage. So you'll just click on 2 of the boxes. It'll put a slash through it.
Yeah, That's I have been so hurt this game so many times.
You're
Hey,
doing
Anyway.
good.
Physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say, Rain?
Physically and emotionally.
Yeah, it's almost like Clarence needs to check himself, but he won't.
Damn. Rest in
Never.
pepperoni, my
Oh.
guy.
So Lee,
Yeah.
Lee, I know you
Hello.
have been waiting for this moment. You are unleashed.
Yay! First of all, no one gets to beat up Clarence but me, and I have not had the honor, so fuck all, y'all. I'm going for that man first. I want to rip him in half.
Okay. He looks a lot larger now than he did inside. Like 9 feet tall.
Okay, Anne?
Just
I'll
saying.
rip that man from skull to sternum.
Abe might actually break a sweat, is the only difference, you know?
Yeah, genuinely. I might have to I might have to rebutton a button. Like, that's the only distinction here. But yeah, is he still holding Clarence? Like,
No,
fucking ball?
he just
Yeah.
slammed him face first into the ground.
Okay,
And
I
then
feel like
Clarence continued talking shit.
okay,
Yeah.
I feel like I hear Clarence. I'm like, you're not dead, and then I go and like swing on the guy who hit him.
Yeah. Give me a strength and brawl.
How many is that? 4. You said strength and what, brawl?
Brawl. Yep.
I need these hoes. Oh,
Not the hose.
oh. Delicious. 2. That is 5 successes.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. 1 moment.
Oh wait, can I actually? Would I be able to use? Where the fuck you at?
Where are you?
I don't know. What are you trying to use?
A discipline. Hold on. Yeah, could I use Wait, what does this do exactly? Hold on, let me read this motherfucker.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
can I
What is it?
use prowess along with that? It's a
Absolutely.
rouse check.
Why would you not?
Okay. That's a 6. It's blip, 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 blip. That's a 6 on the die for the rouse check.
That's a success.
Okay, and then I
You
add 2
don't get any
bonus
hungrier.
2 bonus die to the. Come here, bitch. I'm fucking somebody up today. So that would be that is 7. 7, yes. I can't math. It took me a second.
You know, you got there eventually. I
Yeah.
okay to math, so I cannot judge. Yeah. So that does beat 4. So
Hell yeah.
so you wouldn't be able to hit them in the face because you're not quite tall enough for that.
Man, I can't bunny hop this man. That's ridiculous.
That's a pretty impressive bunny hop.
You ain't see my vertical. No.
Been practicing.
I have been. I've been waiting for this moment.
I love, because we were just talking about werewolf last night, that there is hair sleep, so it's literally a bunny hop.
Listen, I'm just a little guy. I just want to beat things up. This man
But,
just happens to be in my way first.
Yeah, you are definitely able to go for like a gut shot.
Delicious.
And I mean, it doesn't look like it did nothing, but it doesn't look like it really slowed him down all that much.
Oh, when activated, add the potence rank to the user and add the unarmed. I don't know if this counts for anything. It says add half their potence rating, round up, so 1 to their melee damage. Would that apply to how much damage that he takes?
Yeah, it would. Which still, it doesn't seem like it does a ton to slow.
That's 4 points, technically.
It is, but also it's halved.
Bastard.
I know. It's the way that damage works in this game. But yeah, so because you know that this is not a human would take full damage.
Damn.
This is definitely a supernatural creature.
It's fine.
So-
I punched him.
You did. I mean, like I said, it didn't do nothing. It just didn't slow him down.
Cries.
So
This is a
who
hate
would
crime.
follow that? Who is not Clarence? Because Clarence, you already acted.
Jordan, do you have things?
I can have things.
I believe in you.
Yeah. Where'd my sheet go? I just lost it.
I ate it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. Right now we have Tall McGee on Abe, right? Abe needs assistance. Or is it somebody else that Jordan should focus on?
You can focus
Uh,
on somebody else if you want.
Because there's at least some rat gang members from
Yeah,
what
the possums are
Ray-
still over there.
How many?
I would say 4 of them look like they are still like fighting worthy.
Cool. But did they like look weak from the grenade explosions? Like, are they still like healing up their limbs?
They're healing up. I would say one of them looks to be relatively fully intact. The others look a little bit injured.
Okay.
They definitely look pissed off though. Like when they were beating the shit out of those 2 Fae, they looked pretty calm. Like they weren't really acting out, but now they are fully like growling. You can see that they have very rat-like front teeth. The more you look at them, the more they look almost like humanoid rats, more than like humans with rat features. Like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles.
We love a good Master Splinters.
These are
have
not
we-
good.
Have we determined like if they're gangrel or not, or like Fae?
They definitely are not kindred. You can
Okay.
tell that. Like no gangrel you have seen is that animalistic. But beyond that, you guys don't know exactly what they are. No one has quite put 2 and 2 together.
I'm gonna use I think it's like Melopine, the one that like makes my voice sound like a siren. I
Yeah.
want to use that against them. Make
Okay.
them feel pain and not be able to move. So anyone else wants to shoot them and fight them can.
Do they get to roll for that?
That's an amazing question.
I vote
Imagine
no.
like they just can't do anything. Like
They really can't.
They're so bewitched. They cannot.
So on my end, like which section do I need to look at to see if they do anything? Because it says cost is free and there's no dice pool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You like
if
the
you, like,
other ones will
click
show it. That
it.
one doesn't show anything.
Yeah. I'm screaming in their ears. That's what that says to me.
I mean, let me see what I can pull up real quick on the demi plane because I don't remember. I've only seen this used a couple times. So 1 moment. Ooh, okay. So what this does, it cannot be used by itself. That's okay. What it is you can use awe, daunt, other kinds of like
Yeah, that's
disciplines that are
activate
related to that
awe.
through just your voice.
Good. I just use awe.
Excellent.
So I roll for that one then, since I
Yeah. So that is your manipulation and
and then you will roll composure and intelligence.
yeah. Which is honestly in your favor here. I'll tell you
Amazing.
over the table, they're not the smartest.
I hope so. Don't jinx me now. Would you say that this is a risky situation of me doing this move?
Yeah, definitely.
Then can I use added dice for my merit of risk taker in situation?
Absolutely. That
Cool.
was a good call.
Oh shit, that's a lot. So that's 4 crits. So that's how many? So
that's
two,
8
8 right
successes.
there. So 10.
Damn. They got 1.
Say
Out of
some
4.
crits for the rest of us.
It's not audio. Let them get up. Let them get up. Let them get up.
Like, no one's breathing here. No. I literally got to roll an 8 dice game. I was like, let me put my pile on up. I was like, so yeah, Jordan's there, just like, you guys better hit some moves here, as she just like use like her burlesque singing, and it just sounds like entrancing. That area in her direction is only going towards the posse, so it doesn't
I
affect.
feel like Abe is boxing while you're doing this. Is like, I'll get to it in a minute.
I was like, hey, I was like, there's 4 other hands here.
Clarence is like a puddle on the ground or something.
Still
so the
sassing them.
Yeah, it's like,
But the thing with awe is you can't like target it necessarily. So like anyone within your presence is inexplicably drawn to you, which I don't think would affect the kindred. I think that y'all have like resistance to it.
We've seen her burlesque show before. Like, we're really used to her performing.
You're like, yeah, this is nothing new. I see this.
it's
Like,
just an everyday.
You should see what happens when she's out of wine. Literally.
the troll does not seem to be
Crazy.
Man.
Rude.
affected. Yeah, I know.
Even 10.
Posting too many
Crazy.
content, yeah.
But yeah, so now, Sean, you have the ability to do whatever you're gonna do.
How
You got this.
close would be one of their bikes?
Their bikes are in pieces, so all over the place.
Okay. Okay, so during the explosion, did they off chance were there any like Molotov cocktails that like survived?
No.
Yeah,
No,
okay, I
no,
expected
they're
to know
gone.
on that. Okay. Sean doesn't have a whole lot of other things to attack people with.
Didn't you
uh,
bring guns?
He didn't take one. He took a knife. I'm not good with guns.
I will say, you are a vampire. You do have teeth, and there is a troll right there. It's like,
Ape's got the troll. I think that realistically Sean will go to like, yeah, try to bite the throat out of one of these rat creatures that he definitely doesn't know what they are.
yeah. Go ahead and give me a strength and brawl.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know it's probably a lot of dice.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a good thing. I got a 9 and a 6.
Okay,
So
that's not bad.
I got 2 successes, which is the maximum. Well, not technically the maximum, but almost the maximum I could have gotten for this.
You got pretty lucky. They also got 2, and it usually goes to the active kindred. So plus, you have the advantage of they are pretty injured, and yeah, probably not able to fight back as easily. So you are able to like run up on one of these 4, sink your fangs in, and it tastes putrid. Like we did establish pre-stream that you can still eat food. This tastes like shit. Like it tastes like a sewer smell.
So just bites in, rips out, and then just starts like, what the, like pushing them like
Maybe
over.
even like dry heaving a little
Yeah,
bit.
like, yeah. And I do picture he is just like, he went after the weakest one, and now he's just kind of standing there, like gagging, like, oh, awful.
Don't put strangers
What?
in your mouth.
Oh, I do it nightly.
But see, I don't care if your mouth ends up infested with sores.
Sean contributed.
You did. You bit one.
Abe's actively her fisticuffing a 9-foot man. You're like, that tasted like battery acid.
No.
I did it.
Straight up dookie. There's no acid. So
You know what ass tastes like, Sean. Explain for yourself.
Listen,
Sean's a couple
Last
decades
question.
old. You experiment.
Oh my god. Chad, shut the hell your mouth. Get out of this goddamn chat.
You'd be nice to him. He's
He knows what he did.
never done anything.
Lies.
Clarence, though, as you pick yourself
Yeah.
up off the ground.
As I
like
pick
to do?
myself off the ground, I want to take out one of the knives that Jordan gave me and try and take out this man's other eye.
Are you throwing it, or are you trying to stab?
Oh no, I want to stab him in the face with it.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you like
But
climbing?
could
up
I
and-
gracefully climb up his body and like stand on him?
You could probably climb Abe a lot easier. Not that
But
Abe would like that or probably allow it.
I do have my cat's grace feature, which means I have surpassed the acrobatics of even the best people in the world,
This
and I
is
feel
true.
like he can support my weight.
That's true. You got me there.
Have you ever
got me
seen
there.
Lord of the Rings? You know when Legolas climbs
No.
up Oliphant? Okay, that's a separate conversation.
We're done.
Right.
No,
but
like
have you
Even I've seen Lord of the Rings, and I don't watch movies.
oh,
This is
everyone
true.
knows this is a thing. Anyway, yeah. So I imagine like Claire's just like coming out of like the goo pile, like not today. Like jumps up, stands 1 foot on each shoulder, and then reaches down with the dagger to come from above to try and take out the other eye. Very much the same way it took out the first eye with the sword.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength plus melee roll, please.
Aha. We couldn't
I know,
say
I
it's
asked for the
crafty,
Nope.
but I'm making a show of art by doing this.
That's
Anyway, I will
performance.
roll-
I think you should roll performance,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, can I roll performance
Mm.
and something?
You know what? Sure, I will allow.
Cool.
Performance and still.
Damn. I misread it. Performance I have nothing in. I was fishing for persuasion there with my 5 dots. Anyway, here's my
I'm
1
trying
die.
to help you.
It's a 7. I don't know what that means, but I got a 7 when I
You
have
only had
1 dot.
Only had 1 dice. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's a success. That's good.
Okay.
Except. So you do this, right? You are able to like acrobatically get your way up onto this troll's shoulders, and then just immediately grabs you, face plants you back into the ground.
Well, did I get the dagger in the eye at least?
You did not. you got as far as feet on the shoulders and just yeeted.
Well, I did the best I could possibly do there. Anyway, that's clear.
Honestly, if Clarence spends this entire fight on the ground, that would be totally.
Oh, Abe is gonna revel in it later, but right now I have
Clarence is a petty bitch, and his goal is make someone that insulted him feel worse. He is not helpful in a fight.
He's good in a legal
Amazing.
team, though.
Yeah,
True.
he's
True.
great at legalese. Yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway, that's Clarence.
Yeah. Lee, I believe you were next.
The only thing I could think of is like the intros to like really funny animes where it's like it shows like a clip of the character doing something, and all I could think of is like Sean just like gagging in a corner after biting someone, and it says Sean in red letters, and then you have Jordan doing like some Bayonetta shit and screaming, and it just says Jordan, and Clarence just on the floor going
Just bleeding from multiple places.
and then like the next
The
is like
crater around him.
yeah, but like then he like swaps it up and does like a sexual pose and randomly has a rose in his mouth. Like that's
You know, I feel like Clarence is like a prettier version of Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z.
oh my god.
Like gets his ass beat. Also, you know, mouthy.
Lord have mercy. Out of all characters, but okay. So I'm still in a box. I feel like I had to stop to watch Clarence get his ass whooped again for a second. And then I went, okay.
It's art.
Cause this man tall as shit. Did he drop his knife?
Oh yeah, I mean the knife is on the ground.
Okay.
Didn't Abe take a gun? Didn't somebody take a gun?
I have a gun, yeah, so I'm about to
Abe has a
I
gun,
was
and
looking to
Jordan
see
has the
I was trying to see. I didn't know. I was like, which one's higher, my melee or my firearms? They're the same.
Rain begging us to shoot someone right now.
Okay, I
It's
will.
the 1920s. I mean,
I want to get underneath this man and I want to try and shoot him chin up because he's taller than me, so I can just extend my arm all the way up. Because these are silver
Amazing.
bullets in here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay,
Are
so
they?
what would I know? I have to roll firearms, but what else do I roll for that?
Dexterity.
Oh, perf. 1, 2, 3.
Also, are they silver bullets?
I thought we like established that like the bullets were like made to kill Fae if needed.
I think they're just normal bullets,
Oh.
though.
Also, silver would not do shit to Fae.
Was it silver? I don't remember, man.
It was iron or
We said
steel.
iron.
Yeah, we wanted iron.
Is that what we ended up getting? Because I know we did a lot of random just shopping montage for
So-
Clarence and
So
Jordan.
the bullets would be lead.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever works, honestly. I feel like
it
Abe's just
doesn't
like,
work, and it does not work as iron. Lead and iron are different.
okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm still shooting this man's. It's either that or I stab him.
Also, to be
Um,
fair, there's lead in literally everything. It's in
That's
your
fair.
gas, it's in your paint.
so there's lead in this regardless of how it's done, probably.
Especially in the 1920s, there's lead in
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead in the air.
Would my rouse check still be active? Would not my prowess still be active? Let me see. I don't know what a duration one scene is.
Yeah, less for a scene, so you're good. Scene
Okay.
is like this entire fight.
Okay, cool. So 2 more of these. Give me a crit. You didn't give me a crit, you bastards. 3, 4, 5.
Gotta fight those dice.
I know. 6 successes.
Okay, no, that's not bad. I forgot I should probably also roll.
Or don't.
Oh,
You know,
pretty good.
that's also fine.
That's okay. You still won.
Haha.
So, are you using the Tommy gun,
Which one
or
was
is it
that?
just a pistol? Like the machine gun, the one that's
No,
got like, the big circular.
Oh, No, probably just the pistol. Because I feel like that's what Abe just carries.
Fair.
I don't know if it'll do more damage either way.
I mean, I will tell you over the table that the rifle will always do more damage than the pistol.
Well, I will use the rifle then.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha. He should be worried about making Ray mad.
Amazing. Yeah, so you got 2 more successes than he did. Math. Hold on. So this one does look like it does more noticeable damage. But you do see that the wounds are also closing back up. Similar to the rat people, but a little different because the blood is
Rude. Stop healing and die.
green.
Because I don't know if I can do anything else. I don't think so.
Not a whole lot. No.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of locked in combat with this man.
I have a logistical question when we have a second,
Yes.
but Jordan can also go because Sean's turn's not for a while.
That's fair. Yeah, go ahead, Jordan. What you got?
I don't know. There's not much that Jordan could do right now because she's trying to keep their attention right now, and there's no duration on here.
I mean, you could. Elliot, to answer your question, yes, the building behind you is very much on fire, but you're just far enough away from it that you're not like actively in danger per se.
Damn, I could have pushed this man into the fire.
You still can.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm a roundhouse kick this man into it.
But I was gonna say, Taylor, you could shoot at the troll because that would not affect, like, since he was unaffected by your awe, it wouldn't change anything. Like, it wouldn't affect the rats at all.
Yeah, she'll pull out her little gun out of her purse and shoot at
Ooh,
him.
or stab. I forgot because there were knives all around.
Oh yeah, but I don't think she wants to get that close because that will deactivate her stuff. So shooting long range, stay away.
Would it? Because I mean, your voice is what's important for the awe.
Yeah, but what if he like picks her up and then she gets distracted? I don't
What
know.
if he just
I was
punches her in the throat?
I'm afraid of retaliation kind of energy. So if I keep my distance, I'll be fine.
Clarence
fair.
is a
That's fair.
puddle on the ground right now. I think Jordan's valid to not want to
So
get
like it's
close.
very.
To be fair, Abe is still there. Abe is still like in his
Yeah,
face.
Abe would not let anything happen to Jordan if Abe can prevent it. However, Clarence, I don't know. I feel like he's definitely enjoying watching Clarence get his ass kicked, but he's like, hey now, that is a privilege you earn.
And you do have the fluid swiftness, so like you could potentially try to get in the way if he were to swing on Jordan.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, guys, I'll get close and stab him with one of my iron knives.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength and melee roll, please.
You got this. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Ruby believes in you.
Thank you.
I don't know where she is currently.
Which is this still another risk?
It would definitely be risky. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're coming between Abe and a
Well,
large 9-foot man.
Well,
That's a risk.
I wanted to make sure I could have a dice game. I want to make sure that I can keep it going.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. You said strength and melee, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Right. Cool. Yeah. Decent size pool. 7 dice.
We love to see
Oh,
it.
You love to see it. That's 4 crits again. So
Jesus.
God.
that's it.
Jordan said,
8.
I'm done playing with you fuckers.
Yeah, I
She's
love how
"Clarence, get
Abe
off
is
the
like,
ground."
yeah, Abe is like, oh, I'm the strong one, I'm the fighter. Jordan.
I'm not rolling bad. Jordan is just out rolling me.
Jordan's
Yeah.
just a psycho right now. So
Oh, she's sleeping.
Literally, with the knife and everything.
it's
Jordan's
ravenous,
like,
man.
Clarence has my room key tonight, and I need to get back there. We have the
Yes.
opium blood, and we need to do things.
Well, like Jordan can't sleep back in that exact room. She has to go to a different room. But yes.
Yeah, which I have 8.
Yeah. You have it for 8 more days.
Did you have any other successes or just the crits?
Just the 4 crits.
Okay. I mean, I say just the crits as if it's not 8 successes.
Like just those. Like
Yeah.
I had 2 blinks.
Just those.
2 blinks and 4 crits.
Nice. Yeah. You are definitely able to like stab him directly in the back. And you hear just this blood curdling scream of pain as he's like trying to reach back and cannot reach the dagger. Just a little too muscular to actually be able to reach the middle of his back. Yeah. And eventually like just passes out.
Nice.
Do you say he
Jordan's
passes
still-
out or passes away?
Passes out.
Oh, damn.
No, because it rest in peace. Jordan's still
Rest in pepperoni.
Jordan's still afraid to stop screaming until like everyone's taken care of. So she's just like still sitting out looking.
Got that circular breathing going.
Yeah.
When you don't
One
need air, you
singular.
can never run out of breath.
Yeah, correct. So she can keep going.
Mhm.
Especially
True.
about singer.
True.
Can you imagine her screaming mustard? Be cooked.
That's what she's saying, right?
And
Jordan just
I
got
don't
so
remember.
great.
Was it Sean or Clarence who was next?
I think it was
Shaw's
Sean.
Con.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought, but I have forgotten.
So,
Damn.
quick question on the building being on fire. Are we also dealing with like an influx of people leaving the building, or are they stuck behind the troll, I guess? Because like if he's 9 feet tall,
You can guess that they might have like gone out another entrance. Jordan is the only one of you who had been in there, and none of y'all had the opportunity to be like, "Is there another exit?" before they popped off.
okay, fair enough. And so now I have. Is it still 4 of the rats? The one that I ripped the throat
3.
out.
One of
Okay.
them seems to be at least incapacitated for the moment,
Okay.
and looks a lot more human suddenly.
Sean puts a pin in that. We're gonna come back to that. Because I can only do that to one person. Oh gosh, I don't have anything that's good against multiple people, which is unfortunate. I will look at the nearest rat person, and I'm going to try to compel them. And I'm just gonna say leave. And I need
Okay.
to roll my charisma dominate versus your intelligence resolve.
Again, they're real good at that.
I know, but there's not a lot else I can do.
No, that's fair. Fortunately for you, they're not actually good at that.
Okay. 3 successes.
Okay, you are successful. So one of them, uh, you're not really sure what they say. It sounds just kind of like the chittering of a rat. But you can kind of see like they look at the other two, and they just start running as fast as they can. And you can see like as they run off, they get smaller and smaller. Not just because they're getting further away, but you see that they are like actively changing into a rat.
Damn. Into the sewers.
Yeah. Sean will back away from the remaining 2 and glance over at, Abe, Clarence, and Jordan and be like, 2 more.
Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence pulling himself once again out of a bone heap, is gonna look to the other two, and the pyro possums, and I want to try to persuade them that we have no beef with them, and that they should leave and leave us alone.
Go for it.
Yeah, just be like, yeah, we only wanted
I
to
love
kill
how
that
y'all's
guy.
persuasion only works in combat.
Yeah, we also wanted to burn this place down. We have nothing against you that would do anything. So it's charisma plus persuasion. Is that what it would be?
Yep, it sure would.
Cool. So many dice. 1.
That's it, just 1.
No, it's more than 1. I was just counting to see
Okay.
if and seeing if any crits existed. Cool. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes total. Only one of them was a crit. Well, one was a 10. I don't know if that counts
Okay.
as a crit, but I had one
No,
10.
crit is 2.
Okay, then none. Then 5 successes. 5 successes. Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they kind of look at each other, and one of them is just like, yeah, okay, but
Yeah.
Consolidex Worldwide really doesn't give a shit about any of y'all. They're gonna burn this whole place down, build
Oh,
something
that's
even
fine.
better.
We don't
No,
care about
your
that.
place too. We're coming there next.
You think I live there? I own half your real estate. Burn whatever you need. It gives me more houses. However, that's not the problem. The problem right now is I need to take a nap, and you all are still standing here. So, apologies about that one. Sean was a little confused. Do what you need if you want here. You give me your business card, and I can give you some like art or something. We can make a trade out of this, and it won't be a problem.
You say, "Give me your business card," and
Mhm.
one of the rats cocks the gun and shoots you.
Wow, y'all are dumb as fuck.
And then they both run away as fast
Uh-huh.
as they can. Abe,
I
do you pursue, or do you
Oh
let them?
yeah. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I didn't get to murder anyone. I
Do
need
I take
sustenance.
You're like a
business card
dog
damage?
whenever. Yeah, you are gonna take 2 more.
Damn. Does anything happen when you get really low on health in this game I need to be aware of?
It does. It does. How you doing?
I got 1 left.
So the nice thing is these are superficial damage. So you technically have a whole nother track of the same
Okay.
number of health. So
Okay.
after you take that last bit of damage, then it
Mhm.
becomes aggravated, and then it becomes scary. Then you should worry. When you
Okay.
lose all of your health again, then you're dead. You're good.
Okay.
You're only at like half.
Cool. Okay. I'm like, that's a lot of red dashes and not a lot of remaining squares.
Clarence says, looking at all the blood coming out of the
Just like trying to
vitae.
scoop the blood back into him. There was
Scooping it
good
up.
flavoring in that. Yeah. I knew.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Abe is like a dog chasing a squirrel.
I want you to know, I pick up the tire iron they killed a man with. I grab both of them and line them up to a wall and just start beating the shit out of them with the tire iron.
Okay, so first, give me a strength plus brawl to see if you can grab
Just straight strength.
strength plus brawl.
Oh, brawl. Okay. So then 3, and then
Sean
No,
is
straight strength
yelling
here. It's gay strength.
Sean yelling at Abe like they taste
4.
awful.
I wasn't going to. I'm not hungry. How many is this? Wait a minute. 1, 2. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh.
Yes.
That is 2 sets of crits, and then a success. Hold on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Crits go over here, and then 1, 2. So 2 sets of crits, and then 2 regular.
Okay,
So
so
that's-
10. See, there you go. There you go. It is just Abe and Jordan's night to absolutely go the fuck off. Yeah, so you are absolutely with 10 successes able to grab the both of them. Like nape of their necks, like they're little
Delicious.
rat
Come here.
babies. Yeah. Yeah, and you just start beating the fuck out of them with the tire iron. It takes a minute, but at this point, like they're pretty wounded. As you start like beating them over the head, they are not able to fight back.
Good.
You bludgeon them both to death, and you do notice, similar to the one that Sean bit, as as they die, they transform. These two change into rats instead of people, but dead rats.
Okay.
Sean walking over to Abe about half.
I'm taking one of their jackets.
Okay.
Sean's gonna walk over, and then he's kind of a little shaky as he's lighting a cigarette this time, but he does manage to light one, and just looks at Abe and just is like, "Feel better?"
No, but we'll get there.
All right, Clarence, Jordan, are you two all right? And I'd like kind of look again at Clarence and be like, "Really, are you all right?"
Clarence missing a
Yeah,
couple
I'm
teeth.
perfectly fine.
Jordan's
Yeah,
like,
Clarence looks fucked up.
oh, okay.
It is just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Taylor?
Jordan just like kind of like pops her jaw a little bit and just like, yeah, I'm fine. And then she starts like looting any pockets and any of the other jackets.
Yeah, I want to peel off the pyro shit off the back of this jacket.
It is definitely sewn on, so you're gonna have to, get the seam ripper and pop all that.
I feel like if I have a knife, I could just pop that off.
That's true. You could do that.
Just
There is still like where all the stitching was though, so it's very clear like you tore off a patch.
that's fine.
But also because you had these ones who were severely injured. One of the sleeves isn't completely missing. The other one's like half burnt.
That's fine. I feel like he just like rips the sleeves off.
I was waiting for it. I wanted to give you the opportunity.
Did Jordan find anything?
So you do find. Sorry, I got distracted by the sleeveless jacket. Yeah, you do find a couple of like mostly destroyed jackets, and you do find a business card that says Consolidex Worldwide.
Says what?
Consolidex Worldwide, the same company that they were just talking about that was going to destroy everything and build the Gold Coast.
Gotcha. Jordan will steal a jacket and pocket the business card.
I feel like Abe just like cuts off the sewing on the jacket Jordan. Just
No,
look
it's
at
like
this.
Jordan's like slaps Abe's head. Don't do that. I need
You
it for a
wanted to-
disguise. What if he needs a disguise?
They look like
Looks like
rats.
someone got blown up in it.
I was like, it's just like Jordan's like, you guys judge my seamstress skills way too quickly.
Okay.
As he's like, just in case, this is going to the costume room, just in case. You never know
Elliot,
if we
you were
need
going to
to
say
sneak in.
Now that we're all like more gathered up, it's quieter, relatively speaking.
The quiet and the light of the speakeasy fire.
Fire. Yeah. There's a
Wee-wee.
siren probably in the distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roasting some marshmallows.
Sean probably knows by now that Clarence has like some knowledge of the occult, because we've known each other for a little bit. So I will directly ask, like, Clarence, have you heard of people who can shift into rats or rat-like beings like this?
Prior to these weirdos, would I have?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence and occult roll real quick.
Intelligence and occult. Cool. Are they my Fae specialty or are they non-Fae?
These are non-Fae.
Cool. So that's 6 then.
Would this be dealing with anything with blood magic?
It would not be.
Damn.
But that is a fair question.
That's very, very, because that's my occult specialty. Jordan also suggests, like, should we take the conversation to Clarence's places before the sirens get too
We should
close?
take it to somewhere that's not here. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I got 3 10s. 1 blood die 10, 2 non-hunger die 10, and then 3 7s. So I know that's good. I don't know what level of good.
Yeah. You said 3 7s?
3 7s and 3 10s.
Okay. So that is 8 successes if I mathed
Okay.
correctly.
Woo.
But again, too gay for that shit. So either way, it's a lot of successes. So you have definitely heard about werewolves. Like Chicago, Kindred, no, like don't go out. Like between Chicago and Gary, a lot of Gary. A lot of werewolves. It is very dangerous for your kind to go out into the boonies. Most of the time, people don't come back. Or pieces of them come back. You have heard stories of other kinds of shapeshifters, but nothing like conclusive. But especially because you watched one who was running away shift into a rat, and then the other, as they died, became either human or rat, you can assume that they are probably some sort of, ironically, they're called ratkin, so some sort of like kin to the werewolves who happen to be rats.
Yeah.
Cries and werewolf.
Explains this. Explains Sean. Yeah. They're the weirdos. They're little were rats. It's like they don't get to be cool like wolves. They're just rats. They exist.
It's not enough to deal with werewolves. We have to deal with were-rats now. Well,
Werewolves
let
They have to
you
deal with
know.
themselves when they look in the mirror. Like they never really recover from becoming a were rat. So it's like part of them is always constantly being dealt with because they can never live up to their own expectations. Yeah.
Wow.
Jordan,
fair-
was that
to be
a Jordan
fair-
wow or a Taylor wow?
Both.
To be fair, the art for their war form, their like actual were rat form, is kind of horrifying. They're very like scarily thin, bony, and gross. These were
You
not.
could
in
have.
war form.
It's like you could have said hot as hell and Clarence still would have read their life to filth. Like
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
Jordan be like, and I thought Gangrel was bad.
Sean, ever since you drank that blood, like obviously there was the disgusting taste, but you also have been feeling a little bit paranoid and just like a craving for charcuterie.
Charcuterie boards.
Charcuterie. I think then, yeah, no, but Sean just kind of like, well, as Jordan said, we shouldn't linger here too long. Clarence, you have a place nearby?
Yeah, I guess we're inviting ourselves over. And
Well,
we'll
you're just
go
such a
to
hospitable guy.
Correct.
yeah, and we'll go to the nearest home.
Amazing.
If it's a
No,
hotel,
no,
Sean's
it's like
putting
not
in
going to
room
one of the nearest
service.
homes. Going to like one of the nearest like art studios. We're not letting these people know where I live. They're not
Damn.
coming in the home. They're gonna thrash it.
Even though you don't actually like live in any of them, you just move around from hotel to hotel.
Yeah,
It's the principle.
It's the
Yeah.
principle.
Fair. That's fair. Hmm. How far is the Art Institute from the Gold Coast?
not far.
Yeah,
Probably
I
a
was gonna
20-minute
say,
walk.
that's pretty close. Yeah. So you know what? Fuck it.
Was it a 20-minute walk?
More or less, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, Google Maps.
Woo.
Yeah, Clarence, you are able to lead your coterie to the Art Institute of Chicago, where you may or may not have things and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely have like a back room like art studio thing that's like public facing, and then like a secret back room that's like full of vampire shit. Like all the kindred needs in the room, just in case he ever has to stay late at work or anything. And it's like, oh no, I didn't stay over the night. I went home. Home
Yeah.
being the back room. And yeah, starts patching himself up on anything he can. Probably like some bad canvases of art that he once had, like ripping them apart and making it into like wound holders.
Mhm.
Yeah. My brain
Yeah,
is so
Sean
gone.
does
I
have
forgot
a
to look
2
for
in
band-aids.
medicine.
Wow,
Sean does
look
have
at
a
you.
2 in medicine if you need help patching yourself up. Or would let him,
Um,
even.
I also have a 2 in medicine, and I think Clarence is like his ego's been bruised. He's not allowing anyone to fix himself.
To be fair, Sean is your
Yeah.
manager, so probably
Yeah.
not the first time, but
No,
maybe
but like
maybe this
that's
is
when you're
maybe
like,
this is like the
"Ooh."
most maybe this is like
Yeah.
the most ego bruised and literal
Yeah.
bruised.
Yeah. The rest of the times the ego hasn't been the thing most crushed.
Fair.
Just
Yeah.
bones.
hmm Yeah, just bones.
And if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, Clarence, isn't there an artwork here of yours that is particularly enrapturing for you?
It's not of mine, but yes, it would be in the main exhibit.
Damn, you let Abe
Do
into
you-
another art exhibit?
Yo,
Dang.
I said we're going to the offices of the Art Institute, which are a small building in the back of the Art Institute and not part of the main campus.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, do you like venture anywhere near that, or are you purposefully avoiding
I don't know how wide that margin would be. It's like it's in the main. I looked up an actual painting that was there in the time. It would be in like the main display floor. So I guess if it's like within like a 100-yard radius, the Art Institute's not that big of a building.
that? Let's find
Yeah.
out. Let me roll a dice. We'll
Okay. I'm happy with that. Let's be chaos.
Would the rest of us know that you like this painting?
Probably. You'd probably like know like all Toreadors have an obsession, and that's
Also,
his.
I would say Sean as the manager, you probably have had to physically, well, not you physically, but you've had to get someone else to physically pry Clarence away from this art.
Mhm.
At least once. Because he's just stared at it for literal days. Not eating, not moving. Just staring.
Damn.
Security was a little
Big
concerned.
picture.
Yeah,
I
I
have
think just
access.
mentally, Sean Sean will just mentally be like, if Abe starts getting near that, I will stop Abe. Just-
So realistically, Abe has no real like care. The only
yeah, I
reason
mean,
and like
Abe would
like
not
you-
be affected.
the only reason he even took that art piece, which is not information y'all are aware of, is because he was forced to. It was like a hostage situation. It was take this or you're gonna get it.
I
It
fully
wasn't-
interpreted character Sean's comment as if Abe gets close to the paint and Clarence is killing him for getting close to it.
Yeah, no,
out
that's
of-
what I.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, yeah, Abe has no real
No.
desire or anything. He probably genuinely does not care at all. He's probably like, I don't even know what y'all are talking about right now, and I don't care enough currently.
I was gonna say, speaking of the art in question, so number one, Clarence, you do happen to just have the urge. You're like, I haven't looked at it in a while, and so like as you're passing by the doorway, you like catch a glimpse of it, and you just kind of like almost cartoonishly, like your head stops, the rest of your body kind of moves a little bit, and then you just pivot and go right into the room. What is the particular work of art?
The title is actually lost. The Art Institute's archives don't have the title or the artist with it, but it's a very pretty painting of a like little cabin in a field with a bunch of white birch trees in the middle of snow. And human
Okay.
Sean thinks it's a very pretty picture, so I decided Clarence also does. And it would have been on display at the time of this game. So
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kindred Sean, yeah, you definitely see Clarence cartoonishly just like stop and then walk off into this room. Abe, you've been here before.
Abe did what now?
You've been to the Art Institute before.
Yes, one other time. That is it.
Yeah, got some history. And definitely, I think would also easily notice the interest.
Yeah, I feel like I see Clarence like do his pivot, and I just kind of look. I look at Sean for a second. Like, do you want to go get him?
I'll handle it. Go ahead and find a place to rest that's not so in the public eye. We'll catch up with you. If I need your help, I'll come find you.
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of pivots and goes to find like somewhere to get like the blood off of.
Before you go too far, I think Sean will be like, and Abe, you did well back there. Thank you.
I feel like he's just like, wow, praise from you. What a blessed day. I want record to show it was not my fault this time.
True.
No, it was not
True.
your fault this time. That's very true.
It rarely is. Y'all just don't believe me. And then just walks away.
Clarence, if you would please give me a willpower roll. So you just got to click on the dots next to, or the things next to willpower.
Will.
Or sorry, I think you click on willpower itself, and then it comes up with a thing
Mhm.
that says roll willpower.
3 successes.
Nice. Yeah. You have a moment of like, this is a really just beautiful work of art. Like admiring the brushstrokes, the choice of colors, even the choice of media that they used. Just pondering all of these like minute details, and then you remember your work that was stolen from here, and it just really kind of sours your mood. You're like,
Yeah.
no.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, anyway, I can make something better. Moving on.
And remind me, does Clarence know who stole it?
I think we said in the first one that I know Abe took it, and that's why they are so at each other's throats. Doesn't know why, doesn't care why, just knows that Abe was involved.
That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. I slept since.
Yeah, no, nobody
Uh,
necessarily, I would imagine, asked why.
Mhm.
I feel like they were like, did you take this? And Abe, seeing no desire to lie, said yes.
Mhm.
And I feel
Yeah,
like
now you
Clarence was
care
like,
why
well,
I'm
you
like,
should like
Yeah,
apologize
you're
or
wrong
something.
for that.
Yeah, I feel
You
like there was
simply
like,
are incorrect and just moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like no like because I feel like if someone was like, why don't you apologize to Clarence? And he goes, why should I?
Sean probably asked that and then got a why should I and then went, I'm gonna let them figure it out.
No, it wasn't even. It was more like a why should I? I didn't want to do it. There was like that was the conversation. And
I
if Sean
think-
had already rotated, that would have been it. Like Abe's not bringing it up.
I think what probably happened is maybe Sean might have some idea that like Abe didn't want to, but Sean's not going to have that conversation with with Clarence for Abe, right?
Mhm.
So Sean's just like, if you're not gonna have it, I'm not gonna do it, and you two can keep fighting.
It's beautiful.
Clarence ain't gonna ask. Abe ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. The
You would have to lock them in a
Unstoppable
room
force.
and hope they don't kill each other first.
they would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We would try. I feel like Abe's just like beating the shit out of Clarence, and Clarence is like, "This is why you're fucking ugly."
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I've read the fanfic of the two of them being locked in a room. I know how that goes.
Damn, there's fanfic about us, Clarence. That's wicked work.
That's so fast. It's been literally 2 weeks. These fanfic
me-
authors out here at lightning speed.
Let me contact my art husband real quick. Hello. I would like
Please
assistance.
do. Please
Thank
do.
you.
Like
Listen.
one of those pictures that's like fractured in half, one side beating, one side like just being enraptured with each other.
It's just
love
like you know the picture that's like the angel and it's like reaching its hand out to the other person on the cloud. It's just Abe. It's just them punching each other.
Hey, could be.
Just breaking every bone in Clarence's arm.
I like
That's
the
one-
chat. I mean, maybe.
Hey now, we are not doing enemies to lovers. Get back in your seat.
Enemies to enemies.
Enemies to
Well,
deeper enemies. Correct.
Anyway, we arrive at the office.
Yes. And you all start patching yourselves up, or patching each other up, because some of you did not take any damage. Most of you, actually.
I feel like
Yeah.
Abe just does not have a shirt on now. It's-
I mean, somebody's got to. It's vampire.
somebody's got to.
Don't take your shirt off. Are you even playing vampire?
Are you even playing?
True.
Gotta get
So,
the blood off. It's everywhere.
So now, does Jordan mention this card that she pocketed?
Yeah, Jordan brings it up, like shows it to everyone. So I found this in one of the jackets.
They did have a business card. They were too afraid to show it.
They
Coward.
mentioned this company, didn't they? Before Abe rearranged their insides to be the outsides.
Yeah.
Abruptly rearranging the insides. Anyway,
What did you say?
I said Abe loves rearranging the insides.
I feel like is Clarence saying that out loud?
Yeah.
I feel like Abe just kind of stops, is like binding his chest, and is like, I mean, depends. Just go. It's like I haven't had that done or been done. And what year are we in?
25.
66 years.
Anyway, they wanted to buy out everything and burn us all to the ground, and I said, good, it makes better housing.
Right, and they said that they're going to try attacking our club.
That
Oh,
was
no.
heavily implied, yes.
Good luck. The robots.
Yeah. All I heard was
Yes,
somebody's
they-
guts were being rearranged.
That's all you needed.
Yes. We did go back to the plot. We went back to the business card.
Sounds fake.
Yeah. No, yes, they did imply they wanted to burn our club to the ground as well to make room for more high rises.
Well, it was not
Of
implied. It was
course.
directly stated.
Oh, I know, but everything's an implication to Clarence.
Of course they did. Well, we should take a breather, recover, and then go tell Alexis. We'll need to be aware of an attack. shouldn't have let that one get away. I should have told them to grovel or something. I need to stop telling people to leave. I need to tell them to start groveling. That'd be better, I think.
I
Just
agree.
all bent over down at your feet, waiting for you to make the next move. It's a good choice.
I can probably have somebody hunt them down if you're actually concerned.
Well, they're going to attack us either way. It doesn't seem like anything we do will get us off whatever list they have.
I know, but the less people they have access to, the easier it will be for us to eradicate them.
We can leave a note with the exterminator's office so that tomorrow morning they just wipe the sewers of all rats.
It's just a bunch
This
of
is Chicago.
borax.
Do you think they will ever get rid of every single rat in this city?
No, but if
No.
we give them a small location to look at, I'm sure they'll take out a few were-rats with us.
Fair enough. I'm not opposed to something like that at least. Give them something to worry about in the meantime.
Just pretend you're a doctor and write down that it's going to give them everyone illness so they're not eradicated.
I think we're both too famous to pretend to be anything.
I meant if you're writing a note, nobody knows who it. If you just leave a note,
That's true.
Not if
I
you
feel like
sign
they'd
it
know.
like you do.
Yeah.
I
don't
can
sign it.
sign it, probably.
I don't feel like Clarence is capable of not putting his name on something.
That's what we got Sean to do it.
Yeah, we'll have Sean write a note to the public office saying there are giant, really thick rats in this part of town, and they
Double
need to be taken
cheeked
care
out
of.
on a Thursday afternoon.
Yeah,
after
man.
school.
Hella
As they're
ass.
spreading.
Hella ass.
Listen, I can tell you now,
The brain is gone today.
these were-rats have some white people ass. No,
Why?
they do not.
They have
Damn.
nothing going for them, apparently. They're
These
they're
Motherfuckers
like
flatter than a
physically-
seesaw.
Damn.
Yeah.
They are unattractive, they have no ass, there's nothing going on for them.
No
Yeah.
redeeming
I
factors
think-
whatsoever, other than
Yeah.
fire.
Can we say, because my time limit is approaching quickly, perhaps Sean takes the rest of the night to drum up some sort of public concern about the state of the sewers and the rat population
Oh my
with the
god.
intent
Yeah.
of mass extermination attempts.
I hate wording it
His
that way. That
face.
sounds awful.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to have uttered these words in that order.
Valid, as you should be.
It's just
You
giant
know what?
rat traps in the sewers. Like, it's just-
We release a lot of cats.
But like the cats from the plague.
it's the cat shifters.
With the
They
butthole edit.
exist. Yep, oops, all buttholes.
Oh my
Actually,
god.
I say they exist as if Lee, you didn't have a cat shifter in the werewolf game
Listen.
that we played with.
We don't talk about mommy cat shifter right now.
Or do
Shut the fuck up.
we?
I loved her.
Yeah. We need to get Leona back.
Play
Um,
nice with Percy. No.
Yeah, the one time that I've gotten to play this game, well, werewolf technically, with someone who literally worked on the game, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me see. What would be an appropriate role? I would say Sean probably charisma, and then maybe etiquette.
I'll take etiquette.
Possibly?
I'll take
Yeah.
that. I have a pretty good etiquette.
Damn, we are going to be left unsupervised
Yeah.
in a minute.
Okay. That's fine. I got 2 successes. I'm not rolling well.
You know what? It is published in the local tabloids, and like it is doing some numbers in the tabloids.
Good.
Like instead of Bat Boy, we've got Rat Boy,
We'll take it. We'll
and
take
instead
it.
of multiple, it's just like this becomes like the Mothman of 1925 Chicago.
Oh my
When
goodness.
people start start talking about like all the sightings of Rat Boy.
Yeah.
How they get their kids
Rat
to go to
Man.
sleep. Rat Boy's gonna get you, drag you from the sewers.
Yeah.
Listen, even in 1925, there were monster fuckers. Somebody out there is like, I love Rat Boy. I'm gonna marry him.
And then they see that lack of ass.
And they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I said the picture
Wait.
for us, chat, is bad.
Is-
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah. It's like skin pulled tightly over musculature that lacks any sort of flesh.
Yeah. Exactly. Now you
All
understand.
right. Well,
Uh,
Sean's gonna do that for the rest of the night. Good luck.
Godspeed,
Yeah.
soldiers.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. We'll see you later.
Bye.
So now that we're unsupervised.
I just
Mhm.
looked at the were rat and I am horrified.
I told you.
Yeah,
I
it's
told you.
It's a bad time. Rain was right. It's a bad time.
Yeah. They've got other art in there that is also just horrifying. No, thank you.
I'm good.
Listen, I love the Ratkin. They are fantastic. They're a lot of fun.
But
They
flat
got
ass.
done dirty. They got done dirty by the art.
Also,
But
I think they're
let's be real.
wearing slippers with torn up jean bottoms. I'm sorry. Afford jeans.
I think those are boots.
Then why are they protruding beyond the back?
We're not gonna.
If you look at the left leg, like the slipper comes out behind the torn jean.
So let's be real. As I have said multiple times, the like old World of Darkness, kind of problematic in a lot of ways.
To
One of them
rats,
being
look
the
at them.
ways- Yeah, one of them being the ways that they did the rats dirty. Let's be real. But also like a lot of racist, ridiculous bullshit. That I'm like, why? Why do we have to? Just because it was the '90s doesn't mean we got to be racist. Some of it was written in the 2000s even, but here we are. But now that Kendrick Sean has taken off,
We are unsupervised. Clarence and me
Yeah.
are fighting. I can feel it in my
And
bones.
it's probably the
say.
best time to go talk to Lexus.
Literally.
Hey, we have
What
to
could
update them at some point. It's the middle of
Y'all-
our night. It's not like it's bedtime already.
Listen, y'all can do that. A is going to stand away from the door.
Jordan, you'll
After you.
shine talking to Lexus. She likes you.
I can try.
So y'all head back to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lexus is in their office, and Jordan, are you leading the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan.
Okay.
I was just I say Jordan's coming, just like knock on the door and comes into the office. Lexus, we have news.
Is it good news?
It's
Not.
news.
If it's not, you can just take it somewhere else.
And I was like, what
Okay,
news?
we'll leave. No, just immediately trying to rotate out.
And then like Jordan's like, no.
He wasn't even
News
close to the door and
contains-
was like, nah.
The news contains multitudes. It's news.
The news
Abe's
is-
just being grabbed by Jordan. Abe can't fight her off without like hurting her. And it's like,
It's like we're all in this together. And slowly turns around.
Not again.
Jordan tell Lexus about like all the rats, the rat king and all this stuff, and show them the business card and catching them up to speed and about the burning speakeasy. I was like, and I think that this is I think we're next.
Great. Perfect. I love that. Thank you for the best news ever, Jordan.
Of course.
Would you rather be unprepared?
No, Clarence, of course not. But how do you prepare for fiery rats?
Well, Sean is running a smear campaign so that the city turns against them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that will go well.
It's already making rounds.
It's been like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah. Hey, all you got to do is tell one club, like, did you see ugly rats burned a club down? And everyone will be talking, especially in the gay part of town. Like, gays love to
True.
gossip. So, yeah.
That we do.
Yeah. I can't even.
Uh,
I say listen, but
yeah.
there's nothing else to it.
Yeah. We could start by putting water on the walls and knowing that that would help knot the burning build down.
Flawless logic.
Yeah.
That's just Lexus. Just out loud.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nothing can
So
go
good.
Or you get really good insurance and make sure no one's here that night. And then you can outbid them for the land when they burn the place down.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with Consolidex, but they've got that oil money. We can't
Mhm.
compete with that.
Or we go face the boss and take it.
That's what I was about to say. Why can't we just burn their building down?
Like we won't be like they have probably have a bunch of buildings. So
Well, I mean, they're
probably
main.
take
On-
top dog.
On the card, it does have an address that you can assume is probably their HQ.
So we're burning down an HQ. Like
Why
should I
not?
flip the card?
Jordan, do we get to intentionally start a fire this time?
I miss Sean. Abe is like out loud, like I miss Sean.
It was like, Abe, is your plan to burn?
Yeah, but you two,
As to what?
We
We're
have a
finally doing-
100% success rate.
Right.
yeah. So the thing with that is, a lot of people get hurt in the process.
So you don't want us to burn an HQ.
Also, the last 2 times were not intentional. If we intentionally start a fire this time, probably less people hurt.
I'm just saying, all our plans has been great, and we did not set the fire out in the last one.
And we
y'all
got
did
inside
not.
with someone's feelings hurt, and that was 100% success.
Yes, Samuel died.
You know what? Fine, we'll set the stupid building on fire. But I don't know how you, like, that's a lot of building.
It's your plan, Abe.
I made a suggestion. I didn't say this was a plan.
You just
Y'all
suggested
are the
this was a plan.
arsonist experts.
So you're saying we shouldn't burn the HQ?
Oh my fuck! I feel like Abe is like walking out of the room.
The room he was never in.
No, I feel like he got drug in by Jordan. Like, this is the first time Alexis has probably seen him in this actual room in several months.
That tracks. So, Abe, you walk out of the room, back out into the main area, and you see that there's someone you've never seen at the club before,
Okay.
sort of leaned against the bar, flipping a coin in the air.
Does the coin look like the leprechaun coin?
Looks gold. It's hard to tell because, they're flipping it in the air. So you just see it like spinning, but you can definitely see it.
I'm assuming
floating
there's
forward.
other patrons in right now, right? Because it's the middle of the night. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't look familiar. Does he look humanoid? Does he look kindred?
I mean, all of the Fae have looked humanoid. What does Lexus look like? I don't know that I ever actually described.
yeah, because I was thinking about it and I was like, because I
They
just
look
keep seeing the
nondescript.
car in my
Uh-uh.
head, and I'm like,
They look like a
honk
car.
honk. They look like a car.
Lexus was just look like one of those the fitness weed trainer in my brain.
Oh my god.
That's fair. Awesome.
Smash Bros. Nintendo Wii person. Just like, what the-
Yeah.
Annoyingly enough, all the buildings at this time would have been made with terracotta, making it a lot harder to set on fire.
damn.
Yeah. As
Um,
a direct result of Jordan and Clarence's last actions. The city
Right.
switched to I was like, maybe we haven't gotten to the point yet where they thought, what if we don't have another fire? No. We are well into the time of era that Chicago thought, what if we make the buildings a little more fireproof?
Yeah.
All concrete.
I'm trying to think if I want to approach, because Abe is not. Oh no, that's not true. I mean, I'm manipulation, not incredibly charismatic.
So I
Yeah,
would
I want to
say,
get I want to get a closer look at that coin. I don't trust the coin specifically.
right. So I would say, as you are kind of like looking at this person, they're very well dressed, very much like era appropriate kind of clothing. Uh, you can assume like flipping a gold coin, you probably have some money to be able to afford like nicer clothes,
Mhm.
and probably like, mm, I would say like a decently attractive looking human, as far as you
Oh,
can tell.
oh no,
Like
oh
not
no,
not
he's
like
hot.
I was gonna say not hot, but like
Damn,
not ugly. We're not talking about Rat King here.
damn. Does he got an
uh,
ass? Do they have ass?
he
Asking for
does
science
have,
purposes only.
yeah, he does have a little bit of a booty.
Okay, we can work with that.
Yeah, not like a dump truck. We're not talking about a Honda here, but like
Damn, man got one of them compact car asses.
like a smart car.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like Abe approaches primarily to get a closer look at the coin.
Yeah. As you approach,
Ruby, you
you
scared
hear,
the shit out of me.
as she should.
She just ran full
I
speed into the wall and it scared me.
I am atrocious with a lot of European accents, especially this one.
Is
But
it
this is a very
British?
like it's Welsh, but yeah, to the uninformed, it probably sounds like a maybe lower class British accent,
Okay.
not quite as posh.
Okay.
And just says, "Hello, love. How can I help you?"
Abe immediately.
It's
I feel like
how they talk.
that's how my ex-husband spoke. No, I feel like saying "Hey, love" is probably just like internal rage.
Triggered immediately.
Triggered immediately. And do ass. What the fuck?
Got the Oda ass.
The ode ass. I feel Abe's like, I just wanted to see what your coin was. You keep flipping it like I'm assuming it has meaning, or you just have way too much money and nothing to do with it.
Bit of both, really. And shows you that it is indeed a shamrock.
So he's Fae.
Or related in some way.
I'm probably because I don't know where Clarence and Jordan are because they're the Fae experts. So I'm like, Abe's like, fuck. How do I summon one of them when I need them? I
Say
feel like
something
Abe is.
hateful.
I know. Abe's like internally thinking like, oh no, Clarence, there's somebody in here that thinks they're prettier than you. Oh no. Oh no. Jordan, someone's trying to upstage you. Someone help, please. Knowing good and damn well.
And if we put enough vodka in there when we put the cloth in, then it should burn bright enough to get a spark going.
Do you
Because
think
while the exterior might be
Right,
concrete,
right.
on the inside is still wood. So if we can chip it a little bit and then set the interior of the wall on fire, the rest of the building will go up and then it will collapse and we'll get a double effect.
Correct.
You would
There's
be
no
correct.
wrong plan here.
Jody.
You'd be correct.
We continue to be correct.
Do you
It's
think
the
there's a
conversation
panic
happening in the
button?
back.
Do you think there's a panic button under the bar, like that would flash a light?
Absolutely not.
Damn,
Absolutely.
Not at these times.
Yeah.
it's just a
Whoa.
gun. That's the panic button. It's just a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Just a shotgun,
Is
like a sawed-off shotgun.
Jordan Abe blood bonded anyway?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'll leave that up to your discretion.
I was like, I'm cool with them being blood bonded for emergency purposes.
I feel like they are solely because Jordan gets herself into situations where she's stalked a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and Abe just happens to appear, and you're like, "How you keep doing that?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it."
It's the vampire equivalent of having your bestie's GPS location at all times.
Damn, I am.
I
Shit
think
is
at the
flashing. A life 360
Yeah.
vampires dinging.
yeah, basically, I think Jordan just appears like already next to Abe. He'd be like, "Hi, howdy."
And Jordan, you were the one who found the coin, or was it? No, it was Clarence, right?
It was Clarence, and Clarence gave it to Sean.
That's right. Okay, but you have
Mhm.
seen the coin,
Yes.
and because you have been to that club before, I think you probably would have been at least somewhat passingly aware of that being like their like way of saying you're a member, essentially. And so you see that this person is holding this up to Abe, and as you appear, Jordan, he just says, "No, there's no need to get worked up. I'm not here for any kind of repeat of what happened earlier. It was a
Don't
misunderstanding."
worry, I'm calm.
Jordan, Abe just looks at Gordon and just goes, "Thanks God, thank." I did not know how it was. I just bloodied knuckles, like
I was like, I understand. It was like Jordan takes over the conversation.
please,
He's like,
thank
I'm
you.
calm.
Smooches,
That was mooches. It was like
like
I'm
like a
not trying
fat
to do.
forehead smooch from Abe.
And then, like Jordan just like looks at them and is like, I'm not trying to start anything. I always greet anyone that's new in this establishment.
Perfect. My name, he holds out his hand to shake, is Tegan McCouglin.
What was the name
And I
again?
believe
I heard
Tegan
Tegan.
McCouglin.
Tegan.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the mic thing.
It is not Aunt Sarah.
Damn it!
Is that how you say
Like,
that in
God,
Welsh?
shit!
What?
Is that how you'd say that last name in Welsh?
I don't know about in Welsh, but
Okay. I assumed it would
Yeah.
be McCollin.
you know what?
word.
Listen, I'm white, but not that kind of white. I don't know.
I'm like, all of the names on that sheet are my kind of white. And you said that, it went, fascinating.
It was an easy red velvets, everyone.
I know. Don't come
Amen.
for cousin over here.
Yeah, don't come out with these cousins.
We made
over
it.
there.
We
We
made
got-
it 2 whole hours
Wow.
into this.
I was like, Lee, we have an all black cast here.
We
Yeah.
really do.
We do. We have an all black cast gang.
For anybody watching this in the future, for reasons, it is currently May 14th, 2025. The current TikTok trend is that all gingers are black. You now have context.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyways,
Again,
welcome to the official Black Council meeting, everyone.
Again, I do not know how I have been like consistently on Black TikTok. I'm not mad about it. I'm just confused.
Just-
Oh,
yeah.
It's telling you need. You know what? Actually, let me not say that because these are recorded. Let me not.
This is live on stereo.
A conversation for later.
Yeah.
I'll forget.
I'll bring it back.
Okay,
Hey,
okay,
so
thank
it's like-
Appreciate.
But Keegan is like, I'm Jordan, one of the entertainers here. And she
I've
has
heard
a
a
little
lot.
dainty little hand.
Yeah,
Not the dainty
and
little hand. Just like
It's so fragile.
If you would allow, he would, daintily take the hand and just give you like the
very
little,
mindful, very demure.
yeah, the very like polite little smooch, and just say, "Charmed. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh."
I would say likewise if I know who you are for real.
Well, as I have said, I represent Euphoria and our mutual interest in our neighborhood not being destroyed and turned into
Right.
luxury condominiums and the like.
Right. So sorry about your building.
Yes. Good thing we have a great insurance policy.
Indeed.
Here in the back. That's what I'm saying.
Clarence,
Welcome.
That's
Welcome, Clarence.
that's the phrase that summons Clarence.
the
Yeah.
super agent in Clarence.
If you
Insurance?
don't think Clarence has used immortality to commit so much insurance fraud that continues to fund his lifestyle, because you can't sell paintings forever. Like, he has committed
Even
so much
fraud.
insurance fraud. Yeah. Yeah. No, you gotta wait long enough that then it feels like, oh, look, we found a new painting after the artist's death that increases in value so much. Like a distant relative puts it up for auction. But in the meantime, it's tax evasion and fraud.
Until somebody does their radiocarbon dating, they're like, what the fuck? This is from yesterday.
Right, right.
Hey, that is in 40 years.
At least.
Yeah.
So anyway, Jordan, yeah, he does say that he is with Club Euphoria and has mutual interest in stopping these rats.
Possums.
Posse.
Sure. Is that what they're calling themselves?
That's what I'm
No,
calling them.
they're just being menaces again.
They do have similar tails.
They're
Or
just a cheap gang who act like they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
well, unfortunately, the consortium they represent is no cheap gang.
Cheap in morals.
Yeah.
Probably cheap in appearance.
That's
Well,
good
we
for
have
us,
a
because then it means that
plan.
there's less concrete on the exterior and be more plaster.
Yeah, we figure out where their
Are you
HQ
still on
is
that?
That's all Jordan and I were prepping before they got summoned.
Yeah. I was like, Jordan's like,
I didn't know if
we-
I listen. Sean's not here. Sean is my restraint. If he is not here, and I get into a fist fight with some dude at the bar, who is going to stop me?
Jordan.
Are you looking to Tegan? Are you your group's Sean? Can we borrow you for a bit?
I don't know what that means, but
You don't
Are
need
you
to.
the level-headed one?
yes, that would be me.
Then you are Sean.
Cool. You're gonna fit in great here because we just had a vacancy.
Why are you?
You act like Sean is gone forever.
Stop telling everyone I'm dead.
We're
Just
not
feeling like
replacing
while we
him,
run
though.
our-
It's one of those. We're not replacing Sean. Sean, it's working.
I know, but we currently need a mediator, and they're asking to mediate.
And as the two of you are like under your breath bickering, he just kind of like butts in and says, "They do call me the mouth for a reason."
I'd love to learn it.
I bet you would, Clarence. I bet you would. But we figured
Got
out
real
the
slutty
H-
real fast.
Yeah, I was like,
He was just like,
it's like not on. It's like not on working hours, Clarence.
are we never not working?
True. Anyway, Taylor, you started to say,
Yeah, Jordan. It's like, so we found out where the HQ is at. So we have plan if we take out their big building, then hopefully it would send a message to get everything done.
what sort of plan?
Arson.
Hear the
Burn it,
details.
burn it down.
Oh, so not much of a plan, just a vibe.
Well, we just like got it was just 10 minutes ago, so we haven't had like a group meeting, and our Sean is working, and it's a
Sure,
time.
sure.
It's working on it, and then we met you, so
Right. I'm
Right.
the pseudo Sean.
yes, yes.
I didn't know the Fae just loaned out their Seans.
At a price.
It was like we could. It's like we could.
I feel like
get-
I'm gonna get a screen grab later of me rolling my eyes at you, Rain, and I'm gonna crash out.
Oh, it's gonna be a GIF.
I hate it here.
What's
Taylor,
your
go
plan,
ahead.
Jordan?
Jordan's just like I was like, we also gotta make sure we're not violating anything from the Masquerade too in this process.
I
This
mean,
is
well,
hitting-
regular people would love to burn a corporate building to the ground. That's nothing that's going to indicate it was vampires.
Right. But
I mean-
territories. So I don't know. We need to get the Carmilla involved. She like whispers.
What were the Fae planning on doing? Were y'all just gonna like
Well, you see, what had happened was our building burnt down,
Right.
and we haven't really had I believe you called it a meeting with your
a
Sean.
team meeting?
Yeah.
Yes. We've not had one
Okay.
So you just checking us out to see if we're still standing.
Not to see if you're still standing. I didn't imagine that they would have the numbers to come after another club after.
No, not after I beat them with a tire iron.
Yes, indeed. I caught
What's
a bit of that
happening?
show. It was terrifying, if I'm being honest.
Good.
They did kill your bartender. That's an unfortunate loss on your all's end.
Yeah, I do apologize about Samuel.
Yeah, that was not Samuel, but yes.
Who?
This is still just running.
Yeah.
Like we're just not.
I was like, who?
Also, I'm pretty sure it was never actually Samuel.
Yeah, it was.
No,
We're so far
it's-
into the bit, nobody actually knows the character's name.
Oh, his name's Peter. It's Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
He's
Okay.
on my character sheet. I know his name since day one, but it's my character.
Yeah.
I'll misname him if I want to.
Yeah, Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota
Oh,
Fanning.
Dakota.
What are you
right,
doing in
right,
here?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dakota Fanning. with
Peter
Timothy
is
Chalamet.
fine,
Oh.
but our bartender, yes, unfortunately, seems that you are aware of what we are.
Yeah, there's small little hints.
Subtle hints. Yeah.
Very subtle.
Like the first night when you tried to kill us. You want to
Yeah.
cycle back to why that
like
happened?
why did y'all attack
Before
us?
we see what y'all are into, can we know why you
Oh.
hate us?
No, you misunderstand. This is not a hatred. This is business.
All right.
And
It was a
what
competition.
business was that?
Rum running, bootlegging, moonshining, of course. That's where the money is. I mean, we are in a prohibition,
Yes.
and the people are thirsty.
Right.
I feel like Abe
Always
genuinely
thirsty.
forgot because Ezekiel just always has alcohol.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe even more now.
Yeah.
And
Like day one, just like, oh, full bar.
so you all have given up on your rum running then, or
Well, until we rebuild, I wouldn't say that we've given up. More that we need to reevaluate.
But we can agree to a truce for the moment, is what you're
I
saying.
know. A nice little treaty.
Absolutely. I have been given permission from our leadership to strike such a deal. That was the hope
Okay.
that we would be able to barter some sort of agreement for the time being.
Right, right.
Okay, so that was strictly business, whatever. It's not my first time a man's tried to murder me.
There were
So
women too.
I didn't see them.
That's rain. That's rain over the table.
Oh, okay, I did not see them. I just remember breaking a car and then fighting with Clarence.
Yeah.
All you need to remember.
That's all I needed.
Correct.
Highlights.
So are we? So what do you want to suggest here? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna let these two go off with a thing of gasoline.
we have much more of a plan than gasoline. Pulls out like the pickaxe to get behind the concrete, and then like the bottles
You
used
have
in
like
Molotovs.
a whole detailed plan about how to commit arson, and like Abe is just like, I don't want to be the responsible one here.
It's like we also want to take down like the head of it, so they can't reform right too fast.
Do you think, Rain, I would have? Do we know who the actual leader is?
Of the company or of the Fae?
The
No, of the
company?
company.
Of the company? Maybe.
Could
As
I?
someone who's
it
invested
like
in their
a-
properties, could I try and know?
Is it like a raccoon
Yeah, I was about to say, I
kind
feel
of
like-
mentality?
Also,
Yeah,
I will
you
be
know
right
what? I
back.
would-
I'm
I would
just gonna
say-
real quick.
I would say, yeah, Clarence as someone who has done some investing. That makes sense. Let's see. Where did I write that down? The name of the person who is in charge is Beatrice Babineau.
Beatrice Babineau. Beatrice Babineau. And do we know anything about Beatrice?
Probably not a whole lot.
Okay.
Wealthy, but does not like socialize. Like not not that kind of rich.
Okay. So it was gauche then, but that's fine.
Probably.
Has no style, just has inherited things and kept them up on the walls to the point that they look like you're walking into something a museum wouldn't even be honored to show off. And you're like, oh, and this is how you choose to live? I see. Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Clarence is nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, I hate everything about this. We're going to burn it down extra hard.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing Clarence is recalling here is giving any reason not to further burn it down. But yeah.
Fair.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I
So,
think
Jordan, any input on the plan here?
So far, what is all we have established for the plan?
we burned down the building.
That's just it. So Jordan's like, I think before we actually burn down the building, that we need to take out the head king, right? Whoever that is first, then burn it down to send a message.
I have no reason to assume Beatrice is the head of the rats, but they are the head of the business. And knowing their lack of taste, style, and etiquette would probably find it appropriate to hire rats to do their work for them.
Think it. Then we head towards Beatrice.
And you did mention the Camarilla, though. Is that something that you would want to do, like to possibly contact maybe the prince?
Yeah, as Ravno's just recently just joined the Camarilla recently. Jordan's like, I should stay, as I like stay in the treaty and the rules and stuff like that, because she does not want to get in trouble and cause a blood hunt on her whole clan.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, y'all are more or less independent, like more probably on the Anarch side as a coterie, but yeah, I think your clan being in the Camarilla probably would make sense to want to at least try to play both sides a little bit.
Yeah, Clarence should also be worried too about that, since Torador is heavily in the Camarilla hardcore.
I feel
Up
like
in there.
Clarence was just never introduced to the concept of them, like, just got left as a vampire and went, okay. Yeah.
Yes. I think Jordan's like was slowly catching up Clarence. Like, you should worry about Camarilla.
So I can be paid just to say shit about people?
Yes.
Yeah, why we should go talk with them. I can get a new job.
You don't want to work for me?
I mean, I can work for you, but I don't say shit about you.
Yeah. Understandable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jordan's like, I will like probably say, I think we need to talk to the prince, catch them up on everything, so we don't cause any more wars and territories and people make too many rumors.
That makes sense. Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know what Abe's vibe with the Camarilla and Prince.
I mean, Bruja really don't like rules.
Yeah, I know Bruja during this time is anarchs and stuff, so it's just one of those moments to let Abe know, just like Camarilla and the Prince is getting involved. Just want to give you the heads up.
What happened? I went to piss. Hello, what is
So Jordan will look at Abe and be like, since Ravnos is now newly formed, got claimed by the Camarillas, I have to do my due diligence before we do anything. So I have to talk to the Prince of Chicago.
Would Abe, like, realistically, well, no, probably. Abe just kind of looks like disgruntled, like no longer wants to be involved in a general sense. And it's like, do you have to?
I have to, since I'm Camarilla. At least you guys are still anarchs.
But
Jordan did though say I'd get paid to be mean to people, and that's real fun.
Yeah, and Clarence is too far deep. That's Torador behavior. They're forever Camarilla.
I mean,
It's in our
look,
And I'd rather
literally.
not start a blood hunt for my clan. And then
okay, look, do what you got to do.
I was like, your name won't be involved. And I promise that the anarchs won't get touched.
It wouldn't matter if you did mention my name in a realistic standpoint,
It's like
because all it's gonna do is get my sire involved. I will no longer. Ezekiel would have to handle that. You would be bringing my sire into it more than anything.
like
I'm
I hope-
insignificant because I don't have air quotes political power.
Gotcha.
But you do what you have to do. I'll deal with whatever comes my way later.
All right. And then we'll catch Sean up, or you can tell Sean what we're gonna be doing. Because me and Clarence got this.
Yeah.
Talking to the
All
Prince of
right,
Chicago. Nothing could go
We know
wrong.
how to talk to people.
I'm trusting you, Jordan, with a lot.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah.
I just kind of look at Clarence, and then I just like face away, and I'm like, no.
It's like it's not my first rodeo with the Prince. I think the last time I talked to the Prince was to let me know that I am Camarilla now.
I don't think Abe has had an interaction with them. I feel like it's been in passing, and it's just been heavy levels of disdain on both.
Well, because like Anarchs have their own leader?
I'd have to pull up the
Because
sheet.
they have their own hierarchy, so you won't have to worry about.
Anarchs are less of a hierarchy, more of a just like collective myth. Sabbat definitely have like bishops and stuff like that.
So yeah, you
But
probably
yeah.
know what the Prince is of,
I was
or
about to
have
say-
to have to worry about the Prince of Chicago since you're not part of that territory.
Again, it's genuinely because of Ezekiel. It's genuinely because of the sire that Abe has even like seen them or anything. It's all Ezekiel's fault all the time.
Freaking Ezekiel.
Fucking Ezekiel.
Fair, fair.
Bastard.
Sounds
Yeah.
right.
So you know that the Elysium you're most likely to find the prince at most often is in the Field Museum.
Back to the museum.
And so,
It's
well,
a different museum.
A different museum.
Yeah,
This one,
one's a
technically,
natural
the Art
history
Institute
museum.
is a school and not a museum, versus the Field Museum, which is one of the last remaining buildings of the Chicago World's Fair.
Nerd.
Yo, it's a cool place to live. When you have a city with a lot more history than most of the rest of the U.S. combined, you get to learn a lot of it.
Hey,
I love
we
the
got
Field
the
Museum.
Louisville Slugger over here.
Y'all's
Sorry, Ray, what
derby.
were you saying?
That's it.
We got Derby here and bourbon.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the Field Museum, in through sort of like a back door into the basement, the back rooms, and because you have been here, you sort of know the Mean Girls, Clarence's friends, who he doesn't know are his frenemies yet, are definitely like all in a little group. The Harpies all just kind of talking, sneering, probably like snickering at Clarence as the two of you walk in. Like, who the fuck is this?
You think you have room to laugh? Your shoes don't even match your coat.
Clarence, not in this territory.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't want to pick the fight.
Oh.
It's like Jordan's
They're
like,
laughing, and they're not even matching their blacks.
that's like Clarence. They outrank you.
I don't know what that means.
And I was like, Jordan's like, it's a respect thing. And it's like you let them laugh, and we'll talk about them later behind their back, respectfully.
Okay.
This is like the most like you've probably seen like Jordan like very uptight and not loose. and
Mhm.
stuff because she just felt like a lot of pressure on her at this moment in time.
Yeah, that absolutely tracks. And so you would know the current prince is relatively new to power, as the previous prince died in the Great Chicago Fire.
Oops.
So,
Oh,
yeah, I think this is probably a conversation that Jordan and Clarence had before they got to Elysium.
yes.
Just a little flashback there. Uh, and yeah, Prince Reinhold is more or less like centrally placed within Elysium. You see this like very nice dark suit. You see that this man has like almost like a cape draped over his shoulders, and he is a like very dark black man with a bald head, like completely bald, clean shaven face.
Is he
And
hot?
just sort of, yeah, definitely hot. Yeah, and just like sitting there watching everything, like fingers steepled, observing.
Which clan is the prince?
Ooh, that is a great question. 1 second, I believe.
Did you try to say something?
I did. I muted my mic and my other thing because I dropped my spoon and then I was like, now there's a spoon on the floor. It was a moment for me. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Chief.
The prince is a Ventru.
Wow.
Of course.
The
Typical.
loser.
Yeah.
No.
Of course. My weakness.
Ventru are
clan.
usually
My
they're usually
one
the ones in power.
My one weakness.
I
Everyone's
literally
hot,
was trying to. I was trying to come off mute because I was like, "Damn, is he hot?" Because we.
Yeah, it's like. I was like, these are important questions. Hot Ventrus are my weakness for Taylor.
Oh no, Taylor,
That's
stay strong. Otherwise,
Okay.
Clarence will sass them.
Yeah, I was like,
Because Clarence
I
will
don't
no
know if he
longer be
could.
the prettiest girl at the party. I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party.
another question is like, is a Ken
Yeah.
Jordan flirt?
Oh, absolutely.
Period. I just want to leave that out just in case.
Listen,
That happens.
listen. Not the side eye. Like, who are you telling? The Big Brother camera, please.
Breaking the fourth wall. Time happens.
Jordan upgraded from Peter, the doorman.
Listen, Rain, I want you to know when you threw the Fae dude in here, I thought you were doing that because of the message I sent you about the werewolves, and I was like, Rain, don't do this to me. Please, in the name of all that is holy, don't do this to me. I'm frightened.
Everything's fine.
You're lying to me. You're a liar.
It was fine. Yeah. During, I mean, go ahead.
I was
Jordan.
I know. I was gonna say Jordan was gonna do something, but then Sean was talking. So
I just like as like the door closes behind us, looks to Jordan. Can I tell him that they don't match?
no, that's the prince.
Yeah, I mean,
And
no, the prince looks
also-
fine, but you'd imagine that they want all their friends to not look.
Oh,
like
they're
they
not.
do.
They're not.
Okay.
Harpies and the prince are not like tight.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Clarence knows nothing, and Jordan is just like he has only been told the Camarilla through Jordan, and like the vibe of that.
Yeah.
So when it's like those are your not friends, it's like oh, okay, if they're not my friends and we like this guy, they're like that is his transactional thoughts of these people.
Just like right now, he's worried
Yeah.
about the
I think-
hierarchy and stuff like. What hierarchy?
Yeah, I think Jordan would have said like it's not off limits to shit talk other people, but the Keeper of Elysium will like step in if it goes too far, and if you fuck with the Keeper, eventually you might get the sheriff involved or just like the prince.
You get hunted down, and then it's all mess. Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan explains.
You're
all
already
that to
being
Clarence.
hunted. Yeah, you're already being hunted by other people. You don't need 2 hunts.
What was the prince's name? One more time.
Prince Reinhold.
Reinhold. I almost said Reinhard. Reinhold.
Reinhold.
So like we're just already in the office. It's just like, or is this even an office?
No, I think he's just kind of like out and about. Not really socializing, but just keeping an eye on things.
Oh,
But you
uh,
can definitely request a private audience.
does like the prince have like any like bodyguards around or anything? It's just that she can see
Not that you can see.
because she activates sense the beast.
When you activate Sense the Beast, you're like, oh shit, there's some people hiding. You're pretty
Yeah.
sure they're obfuscated.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So she cautiously walks up to the prince and be like, sir, like I try to face him, or I don't know how she would try to face. Is he looking at a painting?
No.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
Field museum.
Huh? I
Not
don't
in the
know
field
anything.
museum.
I don't know what's going on in this field museum. I don't know what I don't live here. If I hear museum, I think of a painting.
No, y'all are like in the back room, so like it's really not a whole lot of like museum-y type stuff. It's more
Oh, okay.
just like probably a meeting room that's been cleared out, like a very large conference room.
All right. It was like, Prince, I am Jordan from the Icon Speakeasy. And I was wondering if you have time for a private meeting.
Of course. I know who you are, Jordan.
Yeah.
Ravnos, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
me. And I brought Clarence Torador.
I spoke with your sires recently.
How they came here?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Right.
Damn, before the
But
club,
not
wicked
to
word.
see
I was
you.
like, I was like, right, right. What do they need? No, sorry. Just, I should have spoke out of line. I was like,
Yes.
what?
You have my ear. If we need to have a private conversation, we can.
Yes. It's like something that I need to report to you, or we need to report to you.
Yeah. He just stands calmly. Has like a cane leaned against the chair that he's sitting in, and just carries that with him. And then calmly leads you to another small room that has been set up as an office.
I was like, Jordan will lay out the jacket in front of him with the logo of the posse and everything. So there's been a pattern of fires and businesses getting burnt down from the Fae. And we want to carry out a plan to burn their headquarters down and take out their leader.
Hold up. The Fae. And what's this jacket about?
This is who they hired to do everything.
The contractor is not the Fae.
Oh, the contract's not the Fae. My bad. The
Who are
contract's not the
these?
Fae.
What's the
These
deal
are-
with these contractors? Are they
They're
kindred?
They're
Humans?
They're gauche. I don't think. Well, they have weird little rat friends, but like the lady that runs the company, she couldn't tell a painting from a puddle if it was right in front of her.
Yeah. I've heard about Beatrice. Not a lot, but you hear things.
Do we want
I'm not
to
familiar with these rats, though. I don't know what that is all about.
Yeah, we're
Real
thinking.
thin, no ass.
Mm-hmm. We're thinking about causing like probably a little bit of stir in the Chicago area. We have our other buddy Sean is laying out a ground plan to get them exterminated right now.
Yeah.
They
Sean's
seem
a
to
good
have been hired to destroy property for people already. The Fae Club was burned down this evening by the rat guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all are in Pine Street, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that much money. I'm afraid there's not a whole lot you can do, but as long as y'all don't draw any attention to yourselves, do what you gotta do.
Looks to Jordan. Are we capable of not drawing attention to ourselves? Like, I know he means in like the big way, but like we can still have people look at us because we're pretty, right?
Just not while we murder someone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then yes, then we're fine.
Cool. Yeah, we can handle that.
Yeah, we can definitely handle that.
I've heard a
Is-
lot about you, Jordan. I have faith.
Oh, thanks. Jordan's very speechless from that. From stress.
Damn, what god is he praying to? Because they got him fucked.
Might
Is
have
there
to come by the icon sometime. Check
You're
out a show.
always welcome.
I'll let
Best
them know.
performer in the city.
That's what they
Is
say.
I was like, is there any other requests or advice before we carry out this plan?
Tell me about these Fae you're talking about.
Jordan, I thought Clarence, you want to take over the face, and this is your knowledge.
Oh, sure. So we need. What do you want to know? Do you want to know why they hate us? Do you want to know what's going on? Do you want to know who they are? Do you want to know the messy history between Jordan and their bodyguard? What's the plan?
I thought you was not going
Wait.
to talk about me.
Wait. Peter is one of them?
Oh, Peter died today. We're sorry to tell you that. He goes by
Did-
Samuel now.
Did Peter die? I thought Peter didn't die.
Peter did
I thought.
No,
Oh, okay.
but the names have changed so much, and Clarence does not remember who is who in this. Like, you know that friend that fully engages in the conversation, but you ask like 3 seconds of recall later? He knows all of the details. He doesn't know people's names.
It's like Peter. It's like Jordan interrupts. Peter is not dead, but yeah.
Well, I knew there was something about him, but to be honest, I didn't think that there was anything to those stories. I thought that was just what it is, a fairy story.
Nah, one of them was a troll. One of them we have reason to believe is probably a leprechaun of some kind. They're all here. They exist. They got little coins. So if you see anyone tossing a gold coin with a shamrock on it, they're gonna come around trying to sell you their Fae bullshit. Right now they're calling for a truce, but nobody really believes them in any capacity except for the fact that they're filling in for Arshawn while Arshawn runs a smear campaign. So they came to talk to us to help us mediate, and they agree that it's a good plan to set the building on fire as long as you're cool with it.
Well, again, as long as it doesn't bring any unwanted attention to our kind.
Yeah.
As long as no one knows that y'all are the ones behind this.
We are not known historically for setting fires. We will be fine.
Correct.
Gives you definitely a raised eyebrow. Like,
We haven't set any fires ourselves.
History
We can't
remembers the
help.
events, not the people.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, well, my name's not history.
Yeah. Anyway,
With that, he just sort of chuckles and says, I'll be seeing you soon.
And like Jordan, like curtsy bows. She doesn't know how to greet people, and then she like turns to walk away. Finally, taking like a fake deep breath.
Yeah.
and if you need anyone to help decorate some places, let me know. We can bring some things up to style. You look
I'll keep
great.
that-
We just want to make sure all buildings around you match.
I'll keep that in mind. Haven't seen you around Elysium before, so
I don't know anything. I exist, and it's simply what happens.
Clarence is like, I exist against my own will.
Pretty much.
Mood.
Yeah.
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 Did
You
not
made one
consent to
painting
this
that was a
life.
little too. It's like made one painting that's a little too pretty, and a donor is like, "Oh, you want a great gift?" He's like, "Sure, I'd love a gift." Suddenly, vampire.
Yeah. Suddenly, vampire.
Yeah.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Abe, what are you up to?
um I'm probably because I don't. Did we find out who the name of the CEO or whoever for the company is?
You did.
Okay.
You did. 1 moment.
I guess I'm reaching out with my connections to see if I can find anything else out about them.
Beatrice.
You know, if they have a
It was
family. You know,
Beatrice Babbitt.
you said Beatrice.
So, mhm.
Damn, unfortunate.
Yeah. So you reach out to your contacts. It is basically almost nothing that you get back.
Rude,
Get
useless
information
bastards.
that you already knew. The biggest thing that you get out of this is that Beatrice probably had someone do some erasing of files, some targeted destruction of information.
Not
Specifically
targeted
to,
destruction.
I know, specifically to make it harder to find out more about
Rude. Not her trying to monopolize the land. Fucking rude ass hell.
her.
Clarence is like, I respect the hustle.
Hey, land gains value.
I don't know if there's a lot Abe can do in this situation besides like ask Ezekiel, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk to
Right.
Ezekiel. But if I have to, I guess I have to.
I mean, you don't have to per se,
But would Ezekiel have information?
On Beatrice specifically?
Yes.
No.
Because I don't know if he would have information on like the company or like the building.
Probably on the company. I don't think it would be horribly hard to find out like more information about the company in general, but going to Ezekiel wouldn't hurt to like cut some corners, save you some time and effort.
Okay. So nothing
Also,
like substantially, no.
I mean, you could learn more than you know now, but you could also probably ask about the Pyro.
The what? Your mic is cutting out again.
Oh, my bad. You could probably find out more about the Pyro Posse, though.
Through Ezekiel or through my contacts?
Both, honestly.
Okay, then I'll go back to the contacts about the Pyro Possums. Because I don't want to have to talk to Ezekiel unless I absolutely have to. Because he's gonna be like, "Where's Charlie?" And be like, "I don't fucking know." God. Do my contacts know where Charlie is? Do they know where he is?
Are you asking him?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like how you moved like that. I don't like how you moved to go look at something.
Oh, no, my phone.
Okay.
No, my phone lit up. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought you were pulling out like secrets. I was like, this wasn't that serious, Rain. It was not that serious. I'm in danger.
So you go to your contacts.
All right, cousin. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out. This is a Wendy's.
This is my Wendy's.
Damn, I'm burning the Wendy's down.
You know what? That's fair. Wendy's isn't even that good. Yeah, so you ask your contacts about the rats. Mostly a lot of rumors. But
rumors about Ratman.
No, mostly like rumors about them and their connections. You hear some like there's some weird rumors that they're into some like weird cult shit.
What kind of weird cult shit? Like sacrificing babies weird cult shit, or like getting naked in the woods at midnight type cult shit?
No children were harmed in this episode. Mostly like some spiritual bullshit that you're like, I don't really know what the fuck this is.
Okay, I'll ask Jordan about that.
I will tell you over the table, it's not blood sorcery.
Is it the Umbra? Bastards.
It's a secret third thing.
Damn.
It is related to the Umbra. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, we're dealing with.
Hold on, I'm about to send you. Where's my Discord? Wait. I
I
am
have a-
frightened. Okay, what do they tell me about Charlie if all
Charlie?
they really have is yeah.
Charlie's back in town. Has been looking for work.
Here, leave expeditiously. You fool. Oh,
I love that your mic
Mm,
cannot handle your voice. It's just like, let's break up.
yeah, it's set at a certain pitch, so if I go too high an octave, it goes no.
Yeah.
Charlie, go
Honestly,
home.
the dramatic effect is perfect.
Charlie, go home. Oh my god. Can I go meet with Charlie?
Sure, you can.
I'm gonna go fighting my brother. Come here, brother in Christ. Brother in Sabbath?
Brother and
Question
Kane.
mark? Brother in Cain?
Yeah,
It's brother in C either way. Unless they
that's
spell
true.
Cain with a K like an ass.
No, it's definitely with the C.
Okay.
Yeah, I think because y'all aren't close, right?
Not really, no.
Yeah, but I think you probably have heard enough.
Oh, I feel like
about them.
Ezekiel does not stop talking about that man.
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, kind of
I
where.
feel like a middle child.
Weird concept.
There's
Yeah.
only two of us.
But somehow you're in the middle.
I know.
Yeah, I think you know enough about like where he normally hangs out. It's not hard to find him. He's also not one who would try to hide necessarily.
Idiot. He trying to get beat up. That's what's happening.
Maybe.
Oh my god. Masochistic bastard.
I think you find him probably at not a nice hotel, like something on the lower cost end.
Well, yeah, if
just
he ain't got work.
yet. Just
Okay.
kind of hanging out, like sitting outside of his, probably even like a motel. I don't know if those are a thing yet, then, but they are now.
Okay.
There are also
Like sitting
Um,
out on
halfway
the
houses.
like porch.
Not the
Yeah.
halfway houses.
Huge during the moving and the workers, especially during the time of the World's Fair, as they needed to bring a lot of immigrants into the city for a short time.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of
Chicago fact.
sense.
Chicago facts. I approach while he's I guess drinking at the bar.
Oh, definitely not like drinking at the bar because I mean it's
Okay.
not prohibition. So, just like probably, motels will have like that, like the second.
Oh, the
floor
little island thing.
like,
Okay.
walkway. Yeah. So just
Yeah.
like
Okay.
sitting out there,
Yeah, I approach either way.
leaned back in his chair.
I feel like I grab his chair and spin it around so he faces me.
It's like, Abe, what do you want?
When did you get back in fucking town?
What does it matter?
What do you mean? What does it matter?
You don't even like me. Why would you care?
I don't like most people. That's not true. I don't hate you. I don't not like you either. You're in like a weird neutral ground.
For some reason, I don't believe that.
You don't have to. You don't get to tell me how I feel.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying.
I'm
how you
asking why
feel. I'm
you're
saying I don't
here
believe you.
because he's going to find you if I can find you.
Oh, I know he's gonna find me. He always finds me.
So you're just gonna let him?
Why would I not?
Because
Scared of him?
you left and left your responsibilities to me.
And did you fuck it up?
That's not the point.
Isn't it though?
No.
I don't see
The
a problem.
The point is you left and just shrugged everything off to me without even talking to me.
What did you want me to say?
Tell me something like, hey, I can't do this, I'm leaving. You just disappeared, and I get an angry fucking Ezekiel banging on my door, asking me where the hell what I did with you.
It's not that I didn't want to do it or that I couldn't do it. Just wanted to do other stuff.
You could have done both.
With Ezekiel, nah. You know that's not true.
So you just let me suffer.
Obviously, you're doing fine.
With Ezekiel,
You're still standing here.
so were you, stupid.
I got bored. Turns out, the world's not that great.
Yeah, could have told you that.
I mean, I had to find out for myself, didn't I? Gotta get out there, see the sights, eat the people.
Are you going to come take your shit back?
No, you got this.
I don't want it. It's not mine.
Tell him that. It's not my problem.
You don't think I have? He said the only way I'm getting rid of it is if you come back, whether it be by his own hand, your hand, or mine.
What are you gonna do? Take me into it?
If I was any less of an individual, I would. Just because you're a coward and a bitch doesn't mean everyone else is. I'm gonna clean this nigga's. I'm cleaning his clock. I'm beating this man with his own dick. He broke
Do
my
it.
arm last time.
it. Let's
What
do
do I?
this.
Am I just rolling strength and brawl? Like, what am I?
Absolutely, strength and brawl.
Okay. Wait, what kind of? Are we in like a supernatural club or like a human club? I don't think it'll
you're
matter.
outside of a motel. You're outside
Okay.
of a motel.
I don't think it'll matter because I feel like this is a shitty motel
Oh yeah, yeah,
and people get into fights all the time. But let me.
100%.
It's time for my villain arc, Rain. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Let's do this. Oh shit.
What? What'd you do?
6 successes.
Okay. Oh, why am I trying to add dexterity? That is not the number I need. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Okay, so that's 1 crit, 2, 3, 4. So 4 regular success, 4 sex, 1 crit. Thank you. I'm having a stroke, y'all.
So okay. 4, so 8.
Yeah. Why is
Okay.
Kanye West playing in my ears? Get that out of here.
Oh, why? Why? No, why?
Hold on. None of this music matches the. You know what? This will work.
As long as it's not Kanye. I mean,
It was Heartless, the
really-
one song, like, but I was like, I didn't want this. This is not the vibe.
Yeah.
I play Kill Bill now.
also, yeah. Also,
No.
the shit that he's doing now, like,
Man, we're not even gonna talk about his new rap. Okay, I saw the lyrics and I said, "Hello, are you?"
yeah,
I can't even
Turns
say
out
are you
he's-
mentally ill.
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, but who's giving
we've done that
bipolar
before.
people a bit?
Facts. Moving on though. Yeah, so your 8 successes definitely beats his 6. So I think probably
win.
imagine like Abe like cocks back a little bit, like maybe debating. Does that seem fair?
Yeah,
Before you throw the
it's like
punch?
an initial like, no, it's fine. He's just a coward. I don't need a brother. I'm over this.
Yeah. So I think as soon as he sees you like make that fist and kind of cock back, he is on you, like full on, just like rugby tackles, knocks your ass to the ground.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna let you take over.
Oh no, as soon as I'm rugby tackled, I feel like, you know, in the Jackie Chan Adventures like animated show, how if anyone ever tried to like pin him by the waist, the legs go under the other person's waist and like throw them. That and
Mhm.
as I'm just like beating his ass like 1, 2, 1, 2.
Amazing. Yeah.
Like
So I
crying
mean,
as I'm doing it.
which is even better because like all bodily fluids for Kindred are blood. So just bloody teeth.
I'm very upsetty spaghetti.
Couldn't tell. This is news.
Does their blood
Uh,
coagulate? Is that a thing? I don't think so.
Probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Uh,
How do we still have
Anyway.
tear ducts?
yeah, well, because they're still there.
How them things still work? America, explain.
Blood. That's how. Yeah. So you start beating his ass, and he is going to try and fight back. So go
I
ahead.
love how y'all are like,
and
yeah, we're
roll
gonna go talk to the prince. I'm fighting my kindred brother in an alleyway.
Live your life. We all have to do our own goals.
I feel like this is the one time that Clarence would be like, "Yeah, go Abe."
The
Like, not
one
out loud.
time. This is the only
Not
of
out loud.
this. Oh damn! Maybe I would have apologized.
A shame we're not here to see it.
I know you're gonna see Abe busted up either way, and Sean's not here. I cry
You were left
forever.
unsupervised.
We were
In your
left
defense, you were left
unsupervised.
unsupervised. Yeah.
To be also fair,
Oh.
I did not start this yet again. For the record.
So Lee, what'd you get?
Oh, what am I? Hold on. What am I rolling again? Am I rolling the same thing?
Strength and brawl. Yep.
Okay. I was like fiddling with my dice. So I was like, they're in a pile, and I'm just like shaking them against the counter. You know what? The song also does not work, but we're gonna run with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 successes.
Okay, that is one more than his. So, I think
I'm swole.
Yeah, I think he is able to like flip you back over. Starts like trying to lay into you a little bit, and yeah, I'll let you take over.
As soon as he thinks he's getting like a 1-up, I feel like it is just like back and forth. Like he swings, I swing, he swings. So it's just us beating the shit out of each other equally until I also rugby tackle, grabbing like the midsection. And just like start throwing him around like superhuman strength, like against the wall, like grabbing his head. What did you say these like the buildings were made of, Sean?
I mean, it would probably be like cement. I mean,
This material would be nothing near the other materials. Yeah,
Okay.
This would be really cheap cement, wood, and maybe some steel alloy.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm slamming. I thought it was gonna be the other fancier stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna
also,
slamming.
you're on the second floor. Keep that in mind.
Oh no, I'm taking him out the window then. Absolutely, no, we're gone.
Well, so second floor outside, like the little walkway in front of like
We're
the
gone.
hotel room. Yeah, yeet his
All
ass over the ledge.
Yeah, no, over the ledge. Like shaking him, being like, "You're supposed to be the better one. You're supposed to handle this. I shouldn't have had to do it as a new kindred. I shouldn't have had to do this. You are a coward. You are a disgrace to Bruja. You should have might as well been with the damn Camarilla if you were gonna act like a chicken.
I didn't ask to be this way.
Do you think I did?
I don't want any of this responsibility.
We could have worked together. We could have figured it out, but you chose not to do any of that. You could have communicated like an adult, but you didn't. You wanted to run away like a teenage boy, like the new world was a giant vagina you wanted to dive into. And look what you did. You disappointed everybody else like a man would.
Rain has no notes on this. trying to be like, how would a man respond to this?
Cannot.
Probably with just more anger.
Just says, you bitch, that's it. You're fat.
No, I think you bitch. And then just like pushes you off and starts walking back to his room.
I feel like I just go wait at the speakeasy after that. Like I'm covered like in blood tears, busted up knuckles, the railings broke.
Yeah. So Jordan and Clarence, as you make your way back to the icon, Abe is just probably not in the main area where the humans would be. Probably even like I wouldn't say in Lexus's office, but like in
Damn,
like,
if I'm in Lexus's office, I'm sad.
you know what? Fuck it. No. Maybe maybe Lexus is like, what the fuck, Abe? But not in a like not in the normal way that they're like kind of I don't want to say talking down to you, but like lecturing a little bit. This is more like, what the fuck? Are you okay?
Abe is just crying on the floor.
Yeah, this is more like the actually concerned older sibling.
Yeah, no, Abe is just crying on the floor. Like there is no response, just silent crying.
Yeah. So y'all come in. There's just a lot of blood. Some of it's from tears. Some of it's from fighting.
I feel like there's definitely a consistency difference between blood tears.
Probably. Yeah, probably. A little thinner.
Looking
Moist.
down, going, oh,
She get attacked?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No.
you want to talk about it?
You want a drink?
I feel like I look at you, Clarence, and just for the brief second that there's like I imagine just like slight glimmer of concern.
It's like that look, you know, when like a friend is there for you, but also going, please say no. Like, I have heard this, I know where this is going, and I will be here, but also if you have any way out of this that's not me, that's the better avenue. That's the look on Claire's, like, in the back of his eyes.
Abe recognizes the look and goes, I appreciate it. But
good, anyway.
Don't. I was like Jen and be like, don't claim. Babe, if you want to talk about it, you can.
it's fine. I won. That's what matters.
Congrats.
So
If
how
I
about
see
that
him
drink?
again, I'll kill him. Yes.
Oh. It was like, so yeah, like Jordan would go fetch 3 glasses of good old AB positive blood.
Not AB positive. Damn, where's the opium blood? That's what AB means.
Oh, I can go get the opium blood.
We are unsupervised. Abe is sad and bloody.
Yeah, Sean is gone. Clarence is like, oh, we got bottles. Let's go.
we got bottles.
Yeah, like some of it is like the blood's mixed together to make new super drugs. Like he's got everything we could need.
While they're grabbing the blood, like and the glasses, I feel like Abe writes on a piece of paper and hands it to Lexus, and it's just Charlie's location. You can do with that and give it to whoever, whether it be Ezekiel or one of the people that's looking for him, because there's no way he doesn't owe money at this point to somebody.
Money or blood?
You do what you have to do with that.
It's done.
Ezekiel about to be mad.
Something's gonna happen.
Listen,
You
I'm
took
just a
care
little
of him?
guy. Yeah, I was tempted to beat him with the rail guard, but just clink.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't blame you.
Chapel Roan, this is not the time.
Always the time for chapel.
It is not the time for hot to go in this. We are not hot to go right now.
Listen. Sometimes you gotta cry to hot to go. Okay.
No, you cried at casual.
I do like casual.
Casual is so
But also,
good.
you know, enough people have had like a slightly tipsy wine sing along while also crying in the shower to hot to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen. Chapel is literally from where I live, so like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm
The
about that.
the 20-year-old gay girl who fell in love with a straight girl in the shower with a glass of wine.
That's too real. That's too real.
So sorry. My bad, Chief. My bad, original gangster Red Velvet. My apologies.
So, is there anything else before we wrap for the night?
We just party all night long and
Yeah, we're
update y'all
partying.
later.
I love
Sean's
it.
gonna be like,
Love it.
"Why are we all hungover?"
Yeah.
So we talked to the prince.
Yeah.
And then you don't remember the rest of the night. Weird.
You know what?
Crazy.
Godspeed, soldiers. There's a lot of opium.
That's I guess the biggest question here is how many times has Abe had Clarence's party blood?
Never. This is a first.
Like, I was gonna say, because Jordan has a bit of a tolerance for the party blood. Clarence has a tolerance for the party blood. Abe about to be wrecked.
No, it's about to be
Keep it
run.
away
I
from
feel
Sable.
like y'all have to cut him off after one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jordan, what are
Like-
we getting into?
I said
No,
one glass.
I feel like Gabe is like not Gabe. Gay Abe. I feel like Abe is just a very giggly drunk and is just sitting there kind of chilled out.
Mhm.
And it's like, do you think we can be in outer space?
Oh.
We don't breathe.
Yes. I think we can.
But wouldn't the pressure still collapse us?
Collapse what though? We don't have lungs.
Your physical mass into a tiny little spot.
Bro, it does that?
We know it does something currently. What it could be, we do not know.
It's true.
That's a very
You think
good
they're
question.
aliens? You think they're alien vampires?
The session just fades out on the three of
Yeah, it's like there's us.
It's just
Absolutely.
like it's the three of them upside down on a couch. Like,
I love everything about that.
Bonding.
please don't. I'm so chaotic and I'm so sorry.
Nah, not even. All right. Well, it has been so much fun. Thank you all, players, watchers at home. It has been a delight. We have one more episode left, in which we're gonna hopefully murder capitalism to death. In the meantime, we are gonna raid our friends over at Roll D5. There is a lovely
yes.
cast right now. I see Whitney, Smoking Blue Guns, is on there.
Yeah.
With a bunch of other lovely people. So yeah, stick around for the raid, and we will see you all next week for Transylvania, and then we'll be back to finish out this game.
I'm just constantly here.
It's true. You just live here now.
I just
fair.
live here now.
We support it.
Damn,
Yeah,
I cannot
absolutely.
we cannot escape. We cannot get out.
Mama.
Mama. I have
Uh,
too many snacks at my desk. I think I'm gonna die.